Do you believe me that I'm a lonely soul? Would you love me? I've been searching, always wanted more. Can you hear me? Do you believe me that I'm a lonely soul? Would you love me? I've been searching, always wanted more. Can you hear me? Take time, lost that shit. So how when you hit that shit, you want that kid, you bring this back 'cause you don't wanna get it. Don't want to worry about this. Don't die the things you wish when you in that place. You want that kiss and want that kiss. And then do you believe me that I'm a lonely soul? Would you love me? I've been searching, always wanted more. Can you hear me? Do you believe me that I'm a lonely soul? Would you love me? I've been searching, always wanted more. Can you hear me?
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day, boys. We got ourselves Friday, which is the Duels day. We got ourselves EU Duels on the horizon this evening. Boys, hope everybody is having a wonderful, beautiful evening. Is my webcam looking a little weird? I feel like I'm looking a little bit shorter today. Did I just shrink in size? Bro, I'm still pale as hell. I gotta fix that at some point, dude. I gotta just do some color correction because I'm not that pale. Like, I'm looking at myself. I know I'm not that pale. I'm pretty pale, but I'm not like literally a ghost. Like, what is going on there? Boys, how are y'all doing? Welcome back to another beautiful, wonderful 5V5 1v1 DUELS stream. Hope you guys are ready for some carnage over on the EU, boys. Okay, this song doesn't really fit the intensity that I'm giving here. I need something. Okay, this song is a wonderful, nice little song. I need something a little more intense. Oh, swear to God. YouTube, please. My NCS mixes are just giving me stuff that's very, very mellow. Doesn't fit what I'm trying to pull off here, boys. Yo, hope everybody is doing good for this Friday. Hopefully everybody's having fun in the Season 4. By the way, big gearing upgrades coming up next week. Apparently there's going to be more Conquest to earn, more honor to earn, and all Conquest caps are lifted. So if you just want to grind out the gear, get yourself the best of the best PvP gear on your character immediately, pronto, first thing in the morning, you can next week. Apparently next week we also got a brand new patch called patch, what's it called, boys? It's called 2927. Honestly, I knew that they were going to be doing an update for the auction house. I just didn't realize they were going to have a whole patch with it. Now, they didn't say that there was going to be any major updates for this patch, but I wonder, like, I feel like that'll be the patch where it's like, hey, we did a little quest line so now you can get a heritage armor thing. Just kind of out of left field. But I doubt it, though. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure all the progress is working on Dragonflight, hopefully. Boys, let's get in here. Got the KT heroic staff. Yay! Isn't that good? So for casters, casters don't really have any weapons that have like special effects, right? You just look at the item modes and then KTZ is the best one, right? Wait, no. Didn't they buff the staff from Mechagun? Is that good nowadays or is that still bad? Because I remember that used to be always bad. But maybe they can buff it so it's actually kind of good, you know? Alrighty, boys. Let's hop on the EU side of things. Hang out with my EU boys, play some video games, yeah? Let's see how many groups we got over on the EU for the night. Rig is best for everyone, KT is 298. Okay, so Rig is the best. Okay. The dagger? Well, what if you can't use the dagger, like if you're a monk? Are you just out of luck? That's unfortunate, man. Lucky is still have 285 bow. Yo, hopefully you get one, my guy. Hopefully you get a better bow sometime in the near future. Yo, chat, let me switch gears here a little bit. Let's actually head into the game. See if we can get ourselves here we go. Beautiful. And should be hopping. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're good. Dude, I went to switch between live and alpha constantly. I'm going to adjust my UI a lot, man. A lot. Alrighty, boys. If y'all got groups over for the EU right now, let me know if you're looking at one, if you're trying to put one together. If you guys want to join us, I gotta post exactly how to join up. So I want to go to... Wait, didn't I save it somewhere? I think I saved it somewhere, didn't I? I think last time I thought about it was... Yeah, I did. Here we go. Hopefully that's right. And raids. Pre-made raids legacy. Okay, cool. I think Athel last time corrected me exactly what I needed to type. Calf, yo, now gonna make a group real quick, an RBG. No, don't make it an RBG. You will not get people that want to duel. You'll get actual people that are looking to RBG. Don't do that. No. Listed over in the way we do this, Calf, right now, as of recently, with the cross faction. First of all, you guys should join our 5v5 1v1 dueling community. That's probably the easiest way to invite the boys that are looking to play some 5v5 1v1 duels. But also, outside of that, you can also just go to and make the groups in raids. Weird, I know, but you'll get people that are looking to duel rather than people that are looking to RBG. It's a lot easier, trust me. You're gonna have actually people looking to 1v1. Play dungeon raids, dungeon group, raids legacy. Open up a group called some like 5v5 1v1. Doesn't matter what raid you pick. You can pick old deer, you can pick multicore, you can pick any of the older raids. As long as you don't have it limited to horde, like have it so the cross faction is available, and then you can invite people through that. Now you do some duels and war game BGs in a war game battleground so people can participate. We tried that before, but it ends up being a mess because there's a constant res happening in war game BGs, right? And managing 10 people is kind of difficult. Like if you had 10 people that are like regular people that join the duels, like that are looking to have like some kind of an organized event in BGs, I think I'd be down, but we tried that a while ago. Like, you guys are like, you're asking, hey, we should do this. And it's like, well, we actually done that before. And it wasn't all that successful because people kind of just get bored, right? You don't have dampening. So in BGs, like the games can last forever. You don't really have the same line of sight. So people can sometimes abuse different terrain in order to basically perpetually keep themselves alive forever, literally outrun their enemy anytime they want to. So then after a while, people kind of like get bored and like, all right, well, these guys are dueling. Let's just have our own little duel over here. And then shortly afterwards, people start dueling, people start hanging out, and somebody hits somebody and then you get mad about them, and then it breaks up into actually like normal battleground, just like war death match, while people are doing the middle. So it ends up being just like too chaotic. Like, if we have people that are regulars at the 5V5 1v1 dueling scene that want to join in and maybe just get an organized one, you know, get an organized 5V5 1v1 experience, I'm down. I'm not against whatsoever. You can do 2v2, 3v3, etc. Again, like, that ends up being like, we could, right, in a BG do like 2v2, 3v3, I guess. But again, it's like you're looking at, what, 3 people from each team are playing. Some of the people have nothing else to do. And then eventually, like, people's minds kind of wander, and then they end up kind of getting bored and doing their own thing, and then it ends up being too chaotic. Like, again, like, if it was super giga organized, with everybody, like, being super, like, I don't know, super, what am I trying to say here? Like, super chill, and really, like, trying to follow the rules. Like, if everybody were by the book, I guess the best way to put it, then I think it'd be pretty easy. Boys, anybody else putting a group besides Cav? By the way, if you guys want to join Cav, do you have your group listed in the 5V5, by the way? Oh, you do? Hey, Cav, got a group listed, boys. Hell, Yana. Trying to put a group together. You guys want to join them up? We'll need a second group over for the EU, otherwise we'll be good to go. Hello, I was wondering if we could open live. What's up, Lone? How you doing, man? Yo, it's finally Friday. Yes, it is, boys. Get in here. Красиво делаешь, дружище. Класс, здорово, Лекс. Здорово, как дела, друг? Все хорошо. Favorite stream, what's up, Dal? What's up, chicks? Greetings from Denmark. Hey, greetings from my name. Also, my boy, my man Glues, putting up a group together over on the, I think also LFG, right? Also custom LFG in the Raids Legacy. Yeah, we got 2 groups, boys. We got my man Glues putting up a group together. Join my boy in order to get some games together. And we got a second one with Heliana. 2 groups, boys. Let us get a couple of bodies in here. A couple of fresh bodies to join them up. And we can have ourselves a good old 5V5 1v1 dueling experience. Dudes, enjoy yourself. Join up. Season 4 with all the class buffs. We got the Affliction Warlock buffs. We got Rogue nerfs. As if they're really doing much. We actually saw Elemental Shamans blasting off or popping off last week. Like, actually incredible. Like, Enhanced Shaman's also really good too. I guess they just scaled really well with gear, huh? More crit, more versatility, more mastery, more haste, and then you just ends up popping off. We got Lava Burst going off with a huge butt man, and then we got Chicago popping up with an easy one before, like actually just came in. Lava lashes boys down, just took him out of the game. But also my man Gloosh, again, rogues, dude. I don't know what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to do something more with rogues, I feel like, this season. I'm not requesting from Blizzard to nerf rogues, but they're gonna have to think about, like, hey, we may need some more tuning because rogues are scaling out of control this season. And since they're uncapping Conquest completely, like, players are gonna be able to gear out super hard, push up rating to at least 2100, get themselves the duelist gear, and then be absolute monsters in PvP. Like, with literally best in slot gear you can get. It's actually kind of incredible. Speaking about best in slot gear, I gotta do some PvP myself, man. I actually haven't been participating as much in the season 4 on PvP side of things. I've been trying to get my raids done. I'm trying to get my Mythic Pluses done, but I've also been hanging out in the Alpha a lot. And Alpha have been taking up a lot of my free time. Galoosh needs 2 more. We need 3 more for Heliana. You guys are more than welcome to join us in the Raids Legacy. The reason we put him in the Raids Legacy is so we can utilize the cross-faction goodness. So both Alliance and Horde are free to join up. And if you guys got any friends in Real ID, if you got any guildies that are interested in participating, get him on this. Get him in here. These duels are more fun with large groups of people. We got 2 needed for each team. Just 4 more boys to join up. Cap, are you part of the group, by the way, with Heliana? Because they're looking for a group right now. Oh, you are? Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, no, Johan is in there. Cap, if you're looking for a group, man, both of them are looking. They just needed 1 more. I was going to say to Cap, like, hey, if you want to join Heliana, I would just need somebody that I have on my reality to join up and we're good to go. And boys, once you get groups together, or we just do one more my boy Glitch, let's go! Once we get these groups together, we'll just spam queuing them as much as possible, man. We'll queue them into the night. Yo, Conquest got removed next? Yes, it's removed. And Spoils of War returns. It's a buff for PvP that increases all Conquest gains by 25% and all Honor gains by 40%, which means gearing is going to be a breeze in Season 4, man. Actually, a breeze. Normally, they add this buff at the end of the season, but they decided, you know what? We heard the community ask for, like, hey, all these Mythic Blusters are able to get their Valor points up immediately. And, like, Mythic PvPers are asking for a very similar thing with Conquest and Honor. They said that normally they have more limitations on Conquest and Honor because essentially the gearing from there is more efficient. You have a vendor and you have a direct way of upgrading that gear, right? So you could it's something we can max out your item levels in a single day if you wanted to, like if you grind it hard enough. With Valor, you need the item from the dungeon, then you could upgrade it with Valor points. But it means you have to run those dungeons and it takes much longer. You're not going to be able to get max item level in a day. But they said, that being said, we're willing to try new stuff with the community. So we're listening to feedback and doing the thing you guys want us to do. So we're going to enable it because this is the experimental season and we're going to see how it pans out. If this is something we like, we may potentially do that in the future. We may potentially have all the seasons with boosted Conquest and Honor gains, which would be insane, and Uncapped Valor, which could be kind of giga. Like, they're just gonna try it, see if people like it, and if people really enjoy it, hey, maybe this will stay. Yo, make a group at RBG. Yo, let's go. Wait, what? You made a group at RBG? Wait, Cav. Are those people... Cav, my problem with the people in RBG, though, are they there to duel or are they there to RBG? That's my question. But, Cav, we got two groups. We got ourselves Galoosh, my boy. This is one more. And we got ourselves Johan. Try to put a group together as well. Or, rather, Heliana, but Johan is part of their group, so I'll probably be using him to queue him up. But Calf, people in RBGs though, in most cases, they're not there to actually duel. Usually they get confused and they're like, wait, is this an RBG? Because I signed up for an RBG. And they keep thinking it's an RBG. So I don't really know, Calf. Like, you should ask them, like, hey, did you guys sign up to duel? Or are you guys signing up to RBG? Because like, this isn't an RBG group. And see if anybody leaves. Because if everybody's there to duel, I'm perfectly cool with it. Like, if everybody's there to duel, do 1v1, 5v5, 1v1s, and respect the 1v1, I'm fine with it. But we've had times where we pick up people from RBG and they have no idea what's going on. They're not clued in. They're not tuned into the stream, and they think it's an RBG or some kind of like a 5v5 event, and they just gotta go in and start PvPing. And they usually just get like clapped by the other team because it's like, wait, there's two guys attacking one guy. Yeah, we're just gonna remove them out of here. These guys have no idea what's going on. But yeah, let me know. I think it means the group in RBG category. I understand, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, he's probably finding people in RBG. That doesn't change my premise. so that, yeah, I heard that, man. Rest in pieces, honestly, or rest in whole rather. Hope that man makes it to Valhalla. Holy cow! How are you, Dal? I'm doing pretty good, Celtic. I'm doing pretty good. That's a Forge, man. That's a Forge. He was like apparently kind of a big-ish name in the WoW thing, isn't he? That went from 283 to 293 in one sanctum heroic throws of fast. Let's go. That's huge. Yo, you basically got that 300 item level, baby. I need more item levels on myself, man. I'm not even 290. I've seen been in some of the 5v5 1v1 since Arcane got bought. It would be fun to see Arcane Leggy. So he wasn't in there last week, but this patch really came like what, last week or the week before that. So I don't think we've had Seavark with the new buffs yet. Though I imagine we will, because I think right now he's been grinding PvP. He's been grinding for gear. You know how Seavark is. I think he's already started to grind season immediately. I could be wrong on that one though. Boys, we need one more over for Sashi Pro and A Fisker with Gloosh. Looking for one more. And we need two more for Heliana's group. Boys, find the groups over in Raids Legacy 5v1. Calf says he's ready. Yeah, but Calf, are they there to 1v1 duel? Or do they think it's some sort of an RBG? That's my question. Like, when you find people in the RBG, most of them have no idea it's an actual duel like event. Most of them think it's some kind of like a weird 5v5 arena RBG, weird like whatever. So that's what I'm wondering. I said no, but they decline me. Birdie, why? No. Second double check. Yo, don't decline Birdie, boys. Yo, Birdie, we got groups in Raids Legacy. You're more than welcome. There's 2 groups. Please, Sasha, please. Heliana, get Birdie in. Like, I don't care if Birdie has no gear or any gear. Maybe that's why, like, oh, wait, that guy doesn't have a lot of gear. I don't know how I feel about that. Let Birdie play. Let Birdie in there. Anybody and everybody's welcome to these duels, man. They know what they're signing up for. That's how I view it. They know what they're signing up for. Just be aware you're going up against some of the biggest gladiator boys. Join up the 5v5 dueling arena, so you might want to come in prepared. But anyway, you want to do it. Ashley, you can join free. Yeah, I'm more than welcome to. You can join Ashley. You can join everybody. Hell yeah. Yo, my boys, the like. Yo, let's go. Never mind, need one more. Calf, apparently there's 2 groups with Calf. There's a group with Johan, and there's a group with Sasha Pro. Sasha, Gloosh needs one more, and we got 2 groups in Raids Legacy. You wanted to hop with one of them and get the other 2, the other group. Done in your old year Raids Legacy? Did ya? Oh, re-listed. I like it. We have 3 groups already in the LFG now, boys. Cav got 4. We got ourselves Heliana with 4. And we got ourselves Gloosh with 4. We just did one for all of them, man. Gotta want to join duels? Me? I am down to. At least to talk about Birdie. Birdie's more than welcome to. I'm not a you. Oh, you mean Ashley? Okay. Do you play on EU or do you pay for using the trial? So I actually pay for a separate account, Ashley. I just have a separate account on NA and EU. So that's this way I can play with the boys. But Calf, if you want to join, we got a group with Johan, we got a group with Sasha. You can tell one of the guys in your group, maybe like, yo, join the other group. I'm gonna join up with Gloosh. We'll get some duels up and running. All right, well, it looks like maybe somebody bailed on Calf and joined Gloosh. Yo, Calf, you may want to just disband the group and potentially snipe in a spot with Heliana. You may be able to do that because it looks like Gloosh is ready. Here it is. Gloosh is ready. Katova. Come on, the Katova. Let's go, guys. Hey, love it. I'm with your buddy at the moment. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, so, oh, man. Well, Cap, Johan, or Heliana's group just needs uno mas, and it'll be good to go. But if you just want to wait it out with a friend, you're more than welcome to. More than welcome to. We did need a second one. We got ourselves a group with Heliana. We got ourselves a group with Calf, trying to see if you can put them together. I appreciate you putting them together, Calf. I really appreciate it. I really do. I like that you made a group. I don't even care that you put an RBG. It's just an RBG, it's like sketchy usually. In RPG, it's like you don't really know if like they're actually there to duel, or they just were like, I just joined some random RPG thing. I'm just trying to get my Conquest. Do you get Conquest? Because we've had this before. Like it was Archeorc, I think he got in, and there was like a Valpera and a Fire Mage. A Valpera, I forget what, a Rogue maybe, and a Fire Mage, and they just kind of ran out of the arena. Like, wait, what's going on? And they literally saw like the enemy team, and they were like, hey, wait, this Death Knight is kind of out in the open. Let's both attack him. So there were 2 wanting a Death Knight. The rest of the team swooped in to help the DK. They were like, wait, that's not a 1v1. And then Arhe was like, Arhe had to face palm, and he was like, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me make it up. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna 1v3 at the very least. I'm gonna make up. I'm gonna play as if those 2 people played. I'm just gonna slap 3 people out of the way as if those 2 just played, right? Make up the difference, and then we'll like keep the game going. And they did 1v3. He easily 1v3'd because Arhe is insane. Actually, just a madman and handsome shaman, dude. Literally Chad mode McGee. Auctions listed when patch 925 maintenance starts will automatically be cancelled. So all auction house listings will actually be cancelled for the cross faction. What do you guys think about the cross region auction house upgrade that's coming up? Or rather update. I don't really know if it's going to be an upgrade or not. Hopefully it won't make the auction house laggy or anything. And hopefully in the end it'll just mean like cheaper prices for everybody. More people competing against one another to sell their goods, especially the consumables that you need to use inside of raids and dungeons for performance anyway. Hopefully the prices and us will go down. What's up, Jay? I do, my man. Yo, boys, we just need 1 over for the team Heliana. And when you and a couple of boys join Team Calf, Team Gloosh is ready to go. They're in standby, at the ready, and they're bloodthirsty. we're ready to compete. If you guys want to join us up in the 5V5 1v1 Duels, you're more than welcome to today's Friday stream. So it is an EU day. Head over to Dungeons and Raids. I know it's weird, but it makes sense. I'll explain why. Dungeons and Raids, Raids of Legacy. Find the group into step number 5 over in the search. Enter and join one of the groups available. Once you have 2 groups for 5, we'll start queuing back to back for 5V5 1v1 Duels. But the reason we do them Raids Legacy is so we can use cross faction. Normally we'd list it in custom PvP, but you can't do cross faction there. Maybe one day, because that's sort of like where the duels really belong. It's a custom PvP thing. But we're listed in Raids Legacy just so we can get people in. Cross faction means Alliance and Horde can both join up the groups. It doesn't matter what the faction is. Also, I think mobile auction house makes it more attractive. But the auction house both, that's a bad idea. You think so? I mean, for the, I guess, can you put a bot on a phone? I mean, I guess you could probably run the Android app on your PC, right? And what are the, I mean, the most the bots can do is really snipe low prices, right? And then be able to relist them. I don't know. I feel like that's still going to be a much larger pool of people competing against one another, Atho. And this will really, I mean, prices on like maybe like mounts and prices on like armor, that won't change. That's still a server economy. But consumables, right? Or profession goods that you're gonna need in Dragonflight anyway. Making those cross region, I imagine more competition because there's more people selling, more people trying to outbid each other, more people trying to find a more competitive price. So their goods get sold, prices will naturally go down for everybody. Plus, you won't have people that dominate markets on a small population realms. Those small population dominate markets will have to compete with all the other large markets, medium markets. All of them will have to basically be competing in the big mega market. So then the price of those goods will naturally, hopefully, be lower because everybody's trying to compete. Everybody's trying to get those goods sold. Unless everybody decides to just like, hey, let's just put a fixed price on this thing. And nobody tries to compete. Nobody tries to undercut each other, which you know is going to happen. Prices will naturally go down. Prices, I imagine, will be better. Sup, dude? How you living? What's up, Dev? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Trying to get a 5V5 1v1 group together, boys. Yo, we need one more over with Heliana. And we got 2 over with Calf. Calf trying to queue with a buddy. So we'll see if he's able to get a group together. My rest of Ellie Shaman? Is that in Classic? Or is that retail, just a classic looking gear? Either way, I like it, actually. That looks good. Likewise, homie, got a good son. Let's go, man. Dal, are you am I Jewish? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm Polish, partially, and Russian. That's a weird question. Might be a gold sink. It could be a gold sink with the auction house. But hey, you know what? I think the price, one thing that's going to be important is like, hey, consumables, like flasks should cost less. Especially for low pop realms. When you have low pop realms, there's not a lot of people out and about doing their thing, right? Selling goods, doing professions, all that stuff. For those servers, this is going to be a great blessing. Because like the price on legendaries, for example, on those servers is higher on average than every other realm. Right? You go to Illidan, you go to buy a Lego, maybe like braces will cost you like, I don't know, 6,000 gold. That's just okay. I don't know exactly the price. Let's go with that price, right? Let's just say it's 6,000. But on a small pop server, that could be like 12, 18, 20. Why? Because there's not a lot of people who engage in professions, so then more people can figure out what prices they want, and they can upcharge it. Where on Illidan, more people have to compete against each other, and then to find the more competitive price, but nobody wants to go lower than that. But it was going to be the lowest possible price, so people can still make a profit, but you also don't get ripped off. So in Illidan, you'll buy it at a reasonable price, let's say. But on some other servers, you'll buy something that's going to be way overpriced compared to like a big pop server. But there's not a lot of people engaging in the market, so there's only a handful of people really controlling the prices, and therefore there's less competition. So then the prices can be driven up. With more people competing, prices are going to be competitive. Like people are they're gonna undercut each other. They're gonna be greedy. They're gonna be like, you know what? I want to get the sale. I want to make the quick gold. I want to make a quick buck. I'm gonna cut back a little bit on the price. I still make a profit, but I end up getting it sold if I just undercut you a little. And then another guy tries to undercut. Another guy tries to undercut, and it just keeps going until it's a possible minimum lowest number that nobody's want to go below, because then you're not really breaking. You're not even. Because you don't want to break even, you want to get a profit, but anyone just want to make a profit, so we get it to the minimum where they're still making a profit, but they won't go lower, because then they're just losing out on gold. So it's going to drive the prices down naturally, which I think is going to be a good thing. and it's gonna be region wide. So if you got like a big old region with like some servers mega big servers like Illidan, and they got little servers like Shuhalo, like they're gonna have to be competitive against one another, which is gonna be good. 262 and 39k. What the? How? Why? Why is it so much? Bristol guards, I think, is 33. Why is it that much? Wait, what did the braces go up because everybody's trying to recraft the Legos to like a bracer neck ring slot? You know what? Those Legos probably did go up in price, didn't they, huh? Because everybody's trying to need those. The price and demand, boys. Jesus. Cigarettes is a scam? Maybe. Multi-box will ruin all the markets? Possibly. But there'll be a bunch of multi-boxes having to compete with one another. So they'll be ruining each other's prices. So that won't be that worse. Swap my server? Yeah, honestly, maybe. 360k? Jesus, isn't this a big server though? On Alliance? Looking forward to joining those on Friday, Dal. Get some gear first though. Alright, sound good. Boys, we're still looking for a +1 over for the team. Heliana. And Calf, if you guys want to join it up over on the EU, we just did a one more good boy join up Heliana. We have Gloosh ready to go with a 5-man, and we should be ready to go for some 5v5 1v1s. Anybody want to join up Heliana? Real quickly, they got Johan in that group. They'll probably have to make Johan lead so I can queue them up. But they just need a one more, boys, and they'll be good to go. Just a +1. Anybody want to join up? How about Atho? How about you, my man? Are you busy? You want to join up some groups? Some 5v5 1v1 duels? Show us off some red palette changes? Because red palettes got more sustained damage, but got nerfed and burst. And I don't think we've seen that many red palettes so far. Maybe like a handful. Now, what happens if I start over a new server? What do I lose? I mean, you're not gonna be on a new character. I mean, if you transfer, I think just about everything transfers with you. I think there's a cap on how much gold you can take with you. Like, I think it's like less than 500,000 maybe, or 100,000. But like, that's really about it. Every person from group 3 will shower and go to the second and we'll play. Maybe a person from group 3 will shower and go to the second and we'll play. Yeah, like if some Calf, normally I'll be like, yo Calf, you can join up with Johan or Heliana's group, but Calf, I think he's got a buddy that he's trying to play together. My buddy's going over. Okay. Yeah, so Calf is trying to play with a buddy. So his buddy's gonna go over to Heliana's group. I guess so we can get these duels started. And if somebody leaves from Heliana's group, Calf can join up really easily. I look for my people. Sounds good, Calf. Sounds good, man. Thank you so much for helping out. I appreciate it. And hey, if somebody leaves from Heliana's group, we'll get you in here. Heliana, can you pass lead to Johan? I just need to have somebody that I can queue that I have on Real ID, and I have Johan added. Or I can add you on Real ID, Heliana. Either way works. I can either add you, or I could do it through Johan. Either way works, honestly. And you Buttman, hey, that's the boy. Hey, I didn't realize. Why did I not realize that's your Buttman? Yeah, sounds good, bro. Sounds good, Cap. If I'm on an I'm gonna join these. You can join them over on Saturday duels. Friday is for the EU boys, but Friday is for the EU boys, and Saturday is for the NA boys. I usually used to say like Friday is for the EU and Saturday is for the boys, but honestly, EU is you guys just like. You guys love these duels so much, man. And you guys actually have some of the best moments in the 5v5 duels from the EU, honestly. Like, incredible players out here. So, does any image above loading mean nothing? I'm behind the gear. Plus, seems quite a bit of PvP. Is the Vault Exploit to get ahead in PvP? Vault Exploit? What's the Vault Exploit? Really? I wish you enjoyed PvP enough to do. Yeah, what to watch that? Yeah, I'm good, Egg. I'm good. Yo, Heliana, do I need to have you added? Or. Johan, let's get it. Let's go, boys. First duel of the day. Match Johan and Sasha Pro. I'm gonna throw you guys into a grand. I'm not gonna throw you into that what's this, Tiger's Peak. I feel like throwing you guys into a proper Nagrand, giving you guys the grand experience. Boys, let's have some fun in these 5v5 1v1 duels. I am down to keep queuing these all evening long as we got groups, man. I want to get as many games as I can, get my boys on EU a chance to get these groups up and running, but I want to have the most amount of fun I can, boys. Full now, let's go, boys. Yeah, we are full and we are ready to go. Switch. Mystic one person on team 1, but we got team 2 loaded and stacked with Kiosko over for that team, with Gloosh over on his white steed. Wait, if only the horse had like glowing red eyes, I think it would look cool. It's gotta be like a cool Tyrant's horse, right? I think I've ever seen them before. We got Nukes over as an Assassin's Rogue blasted last week. We got Rana as a Shadow Priest, and we got ourselves Happy Cat. Happy Cat. At least it says this how like the Cyrillic letters are set up is basically Happy Cat. I like that name a lot. Looks like Happy gonna be first time. We got ourselves Deadeye over for the team one as a marksman. We got Heliana also as another marksman hunter ready to go. We got ourselves Holy Mackerel gonna be going up versus Happy Cat, getting loaded up with dots as Mackerel. He's gonna have to figure out a way out of the clutches of a feral druid. I want to go for a bit of Shaman. He's gonna have to go for a little bit of survivability. Look at the dot of the pet as the pet does dissipate with huge butt man over in the back. Look at all shamany today. We got us as Wodani. We got a lot of hunters tonight. We got survival hunters, marksman hunters, actually quite a few shadow priests. Gonna be mad void eruptions onto Happy Cat. He's not tricking out of it, but it's gonna be a Siphon to follow. Big Bam by Holy Mackerel got him some big souls into Happy Cat, trying to see if he can slow him down with Mind Flame. And Mind Flame is actually doing quite a bit of damage to him. Gonna go for a quick roar as Holy Mackerel trying to see if they can reposition. Gonna be a void. Got himself a second void bolt with another full eruption of void eruptions with DPs loaded up back to back on Happy Cat with a death on top of it. Gonna be regrowth mad dance on Happy Cat. Could potentially be dead as Sharpest think about. Holy Mackerel taking a bunch of damage from the Megalomania talent. But Happy Cat looks like he's gonna try to see if he can back up out of there. Are there any dots on this Happy Cat? Because if Holy Mackerel gets these dots rolling on him, he may be okay. Try to see if he might be able to get himself a bit of recovery. Happy Cat trying to go for a heal, but it's going to be dots put up on him. It's not going to be able to go for a proper restyle. Stun. Going to be a full DP with a stun as well as a Siphon. Slowing down Happy Cat. This is where Holy Mackerel needs to get him out in the open in front of the Siphon. Try to see if he can go for a couple of those channels. Siphon catch him around the corner. Fear into Happy Cat loaded up with dots. Barca potential could be available. Got a Magus of the Dead coming up. And that's going to be Holy Mackerel trying to see if he can catch him. Has to go for this Mind Flames behind the pillar. He can't really stop him going behind the pillar, but he can at least slow him down a little bit. With the Magus of the Dead actually doing quite a bit of damage. Look at that. Magus actually is doing quite a bit of work while Happy Cat just looking for those regrowths. I was hoping that the mages would get a little bit more aggressive. I hate how these pets, the ones you can't control, eventually just back up out of there. Gonna be a maim onto Holy Mackerel, big berserk onto the Shadow Priest, looking to lock down Happy Cat. Does get a couple of those bolts for horror with a wall out for Happy Cat, looking to continue the pressure. Holy Mackerel may have to go for disperse. All the dots are unhappy, unable to really heal with that Siphon, slowing down the healing process. As long as he keeps the cat out in the open with the Siphon, trying to see if he can flesh cut back up. It is getting reduced by the Siphon though. It's like a 50% mortar strike effect. Holy Mackerel does spawn in his shadow for a second, trying to go for void eruption, but it's gonna be quickly interrupted. Got himself what looks like Megalomania. That's gonna get him super low in health. Maybe going down to the next fight. Does he take it out? No way. Does get himself a fear, looking for a catch up. No way you're gonna let this cat take you out. You got him so close, so low a couple of times. Gonna be happy just going for a ghost. Doesn't even get behind the pillar. Just looking to cast heals, just looking for the recovery immediately. Holy Mackerel got himself the Shade spawning in. The Shade trying to get some damage on Happy, locking him down with a stun. This is the moment where you could potentially make a play. You gotta lure this cat out from behind the pillar. He just goes in a bear form with a frenzied regem. Looking for those regrowths, where Holy Mackerel needs to go for recovery of their own as well. Looking for Shadowlands. The Happy Cat trying to see if he can walk out for a second. This is a back out, seeing that there's still a Siphon. Looking for even more regrowths. Holy Mackerel is definitely in such a tight situation. Needs to go for as much recovery as possible if they want to be able to best the cat. And Holy, just get it blood up. Quick maim does get himself the Viburic base with a Shade, trying to continuously maybe get some damage back to Happy, but the bash off of a maim, the blades just melted him. Oh my goodness. I felt like that was kind of unfair to Shadow Priest, man. He tried so hard. He got the Happy Cat low so many times, but just couldn't quite finish him. Man, Feral literally just ran up from him. He literally could just escape. Shadow Priest got no mobility, man. Hopefully Blizzard is watching, because they did say they're doing some reworks to Shadow Priest and Dragonflight, and hopefully they'll figure something out where situations like these don't ever happen. Where if a Shadow Priest plays well, they end up scoring the kill every time. Gonna be Heliana trying to see if they can maybe just rapid fire down. Happy Cat does hit him with a Dutch check. We're gonna be aim shots back to back. The Barskin or Happy Cat keeping him alive. I don't think he even pressed anything, just press Barskin. Are you playing the tanky Lego? Okay, hold on. Do you get a... I don't know if you got a heal while you're in bear when Barskin fell off. I guess next I'm gonna have to watch out for. When you press Barskin while in bear, and when Barskin falls off while you're in bear, I need to watch out if you get a free frenzy region. Because if you're playing a tanky Lego, Against the Shadow Priest, that is disgusting. Gonna be a quick scatter onto the cat. That's something I'm trying not to let the cat really get an approach. Gonna be those dots finally melt through a flesh cat cover for the hunter as they're looking to retreat away from this jungle cat. Gonna be bear form power shifting for Happy. Just trying to keep himself mobile. Another big berserker to Heliana. Trying to see if he can turtle trap out of there. And it's gonna be still lots of dots rolling on him. Does he have any kind of survivability? That's been used to feign death to remove him. But I think it may be over. Oh my god. Unless he had a feign death right then and there, it was done. With huge Buttman charging out. The man we need to take down, this happiest cat ever. I do love his name. But also, man, you're playing a feral. If you're playing a tanky feral, I'm gonna be even more upset though. Trinket for huge Buttman, trying not to land there. You kind of see super feral stop him, just gonna blast him out with big lava bursts with a full-blown lasso right on top of him, trying to get more lava bursts and looking for them fatty procs. Big Orchard to follow, but Happy Cat had a Barkskin while in bear. Okay, do you get a frenzy regen while in Barkskin? Looks like he popped out of it. I can't tell. I don't know if he's running tanky Lego. I'm gonna guess he isn't. He may be running a DPS Lego, but it's hard to tell. Huge Buttman getting mad procs of lava burst through the wall. Got himself the fire elemental. Trying to see if he can chase up to Happy. Gonna be a restyle by Happy. Trying to go for a cyclone. Huge is not of a chicken for it. The pet trying to see if he can take him down. Happy looks like he's gonna be able to stabilize with regrows as we're heading into that 6-minute mark. Huge Buttman trying not to delay himself at all. Quick roar by Happy, but he doesn't really get himself proper line of sight. Frosha gonna slow him down. Huge trying to set up for a big lava burst. He just needs a proc right now. He does have a lava burst proc available. Does he maybe want to go for a big go? If he can go for maybe an Earth Shock on top of it, or a Blast? Elemental Blast, I think it's called. The one that lets you like duplicate spells. Wall out of Happy Cat trying to get some big blades up to Huge Buttman. Gonna be a maim, knocking the cat back for a second, and Happy just looking to go behind the pillar and go for a better recovery. Bear form Frenzy regen, let him recover quite a lot of health. Gonna be a full flash cat backup and available. Huge could potentially reposition, get himself a flash cat as well. He may need to be thinking about getting the Earth Elemental up and running. With Happy on the approach, getting a full dots up and running. May want to go for a full defensive. Going to be a stun onto Happy Cat. Does get the stun. Going to be Earth Elemental joining as well. Giving Huge Buttman a huge wall. This is where the Huge Buttman needs to line up for the biggest, fattest hit possible. It is doing the most amount of damage. Light less onto Happy. Into the full stun by the elemental, or half stun. Lava bursts are flying. Trying to get himself a bit of a heal. Happy Cat he doesn't have a skull bash for a second, but Huge is essential tight spot. Gonna be a skull bash onto that lava. Needs to go for healing as soon as possible. This man needs to recover the world. Knocking the cat back for a second. Needs to heal right now. Otherwise, it's over. And I think it may be done with as the cat does a rip right through him. 16 teeth, claws into the belly of the man. The beast that is Buttman. And Deadeye looking to maybe potentially get himself a kill on the kitty. Is this cat really gonna go for a 1v5? Is nobody out here able to wrangle up a cat? Potentially. The Happy Cat could be the winner here. Deadeye, thinking about the eyeball, is gonna be picking it up. Sees the cat. If he's careful, he should be able to get him out in the open and deny the cat any kind of stealth. But does he realize where Happy Cat is? I don't think he does. He's mounted up, he has a trap under him. He has no idea where the cat is though. If you get the right angle, you could see him potentially. I don't know if he was able to see the cat behind him, but Happy's on the approach, trying to see if he can maybe get the opener as he picks up the eye. Deadeye is going to be out in the open, Trinket immediately human racial out of the stun. Got himself double tap, rapid fire, ready to go. Happy back in the bear form immediately. Barkskin, but I'm not seeing a tank Lego unless. Yeah, I'm not seeing a tank Lego unless I'm just missing it. I don't think he's running a tank Lego. I'm starting to think maybe he is. Maybe he is. It's just not showing up visually. But visually, I can't really determine for sure. So I want to say no. Gonna be Deadeye with a rapid fire onto Happy. Happy in the freezing trap. Deadeye potentially could get himself some damage up and running. Has the Happy out in the open. I think the man may have also thrown down a resonator. But I think that exploded way in the corner somewhere out here. When Happy Cat was nowhere near it. Maybe Deadeye was trying to kind of like guess where Happy would be. Quick scatter onto the feral. He is not deterred. Got himself bear form to bear that damage of the rapid fire, able to burn with that moonfire through the flesh cap shield. Deadeye is kind of out in the open with nothing really but a turtle shell. It's gonna go for feign death as Happy tries to close the gap with a skull bash, but it's gonna be a big old bite. Just bited the dude's head out, decapitating him out in the middle of the arena. WoW NA is gonna have to be the last one left on Team 1 to take down the scat. Can he somehow do it? Trying to flare out in the open, almost gets Happy out. If Happy walked a little bit further back, I think there could have been a bad spot. But with Danny, maybe should have thrown it a little bit closer to him. But it's really going to be down to the cat and mouse game of looking for stealthies. Well, Danny has no idea where the cat is, but he is able to throw traps around. Happy does see the traps while Wodeni is in camo, so he knows where not to stand. Random players could get the cat out of the open, does get him out of the open. Definitely needs to Hunter's Mark him, does get the Hunter's Mark him. Wodeni is going to try to see if he can potentially close the gap with the cat. Steel trap around the corner is going to phase him, or is going to force him to run the opposite direction. Going to be a flake shot on him, so the kill shots are going to be huge. Massive damage out of Wodeni. Got himself big grenades. Going to be a basket for Happy Cat with the Resident right next to him, and able to escape it with the chimeric poison, slowing him down. Big kill shots back to back with a bleed, ramping up onto Happy. Does have a wall, may want to use it immediately. It's going to be a psycho to Wodeni. He's trying to see if maybe you can get a trick out of him, but that's a Hunter with a relentless. So he can't even break out of it. There's gonna be a flare down, so Happy can't even escape. This way, Happy needs to use every defense if he wants to survive. He's still holding onto a wall. Definitely should not be doing that. Big kill shot with a harpoon, a grenade. Oh, unfortunate. I think maybe he was trying to save a wall until he has actually healing. Maybe that's what he was looking for. Maybe an escape just out behind the pillar. Gonna be a double chip shot, triple cheap shot on the Wodeni. Oh, and Clips doesn't even give him a chance. Oh my goodness, Happy Cat with them. 1v4, 1.5 million healing to his 1 million damage. Are you kidding me? I wonder if the healing of Feral Druid is going to improve or be more or less the same in Dragonflight, because they are adding a lot more hybrid capabilities. I imagine it's going to be brutal, but not as cheesy as what you can do with some of the conduits right now. And I guess you'll still have the Swarm, but at least no Fleshcraft, because I feel like that does give you quite a lot of tankiness. Alright, but let's get another one going, yeah? Let's get another one up and running. Sasha, let me know if you're ready. Helena or Johan, let me know when you're ready, if you're still lead. But it technically is the other person's group. Hey, Visca, why don't you use a double tap thinking before Chakram? I'm not really sure. I'm not really able. I think that is something that maybe they can take your advice. Maybe you can hear your advice. That's too much work. Let's go. What's up, Swazi? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Yo, let me know when you boys are ready. Gotova. Nero no mas. Johan needs one more. Calf, if you try to put a group together, my guy, they need one more. Calf, unless you already have a 4. Dude, Calf has 4? Oh, no. No way. Hey, Calf got a 5 ready to go. Or almost. And we got also Johan just needs one more. Yo, so we need Uno Mas on 2 teams. So we could have 3 EU teams going. So then we could kind of switch you guys around. Waiting for the other buddy? Sounds good. So actually, Calf may have a 5-man team. Johan needs one more. If you guys want to find him, check out Raid's Legacy section. Check the top of the chat pin that shows you exactly where to look for these 5 1v1 groups. Love the stash, bro. Do you wax it all? Tried it? Yeah, I do have a wax. I don't really put it on it in every single time though. I feel like I should be using wax a lot more often. But sometimes like I'm not a big fan of like how wax can feel like glue, right? I'm not a big fan sometimes like a wax feeling glue like. I burned up groups it down to 3. Calf, potentially you can maybe take your buddy and join up together with Johan. That'll be a 5-man right there. That could potentially be it. Because you got 3. But if you're waiting for a buddy, I don't know how many friends you got, Calf. Or maybe like people from Team Johan could swap over and join Calf. So then you could keep the friends together and get the boys in the duels as well. That could work out. A little bit goes a long way. Warm water and mix it dopeness. Okay, I gotta give it a go then. I gotta start using it more often. I'm just not a big fan of like the glue feel that it gets sometimes with the wax, but maybe I'm using the wrong wax. But you're right though. Get a few warrior in there. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do, boys. Get the warriors in there. Where's my boy Talrion at? We need that warrior goodness. Hey, it looks like Cap is ready. 5 men ready to go. As soon as you delist yourself from... Yes, there we go. As soon as you delist, it'll be good to go. Johan is still looking for more boys. If you want to join them, you're more than welcome to him. We got Kath and Sasha Pro. 5. Wait, Johan got 5 now? Out of nowhere. Wait, hold on. Should we do Kath and Johan real quickly? Should we do Kath and Johan then? Hold on, I kind of want to do Kath and Johan. I kind of want to do Kath and Johan. I guess we'll do it like this. Sasha, this duel is going to take 5 minutes, but afterwards I'm going to get your team in there immediately. Because you had a Feral that 1v5. I kind of... No, my bad. Okay. Wait. Is it good? Okay. Calf and Johan, leave all queues real quickly. Leave all queues. And I'll be able to re-queue you boys. Yeah. This EU today. Yes, it is, Hunt. Yes, it is. Yeah. Yup. Okay. Hopefully I should be able to queue now. I got over to Calf and Johan just to get some new faces in here. And then we're gonna get them back versus Sasha Pro. Oh, we got Warlocks in here. And we got a Warrior. Let's go. Hell yeah, boys. Hell yeah. 5 men ready to go. Love it. Alright, boys, this is some real quick background stuff before we get it started. I've been a little bit behind today, man. Last night was a long night. I was thinking, man, it's gonna be a really quick video. I'll just do a quick update on the patch 9.927. I ended up taking a while. Been loving putting the effort into videos, but man, does it feel like I'm just not sleeping ever. I'm hoping to get some. Actually, no, tonight I don't even know if I'll be able to get any work done. I'm actually doing some tournament stuff, boys. Tournament world stuff. I might be able to share with you guys at some point in the future. So Twitch, we got ourselves Chaz Windwalker ready to go. I'm loving that orange set. It looks so good from the Mage Tower. We got ourselves Dama ready to go do some Dama. We got Locked Out. Oh, I'm liking the green. I like the whole like look. That looks good. Theodora as a Warlock, as a Necro Warlock. That feels like it's been a while since I've seen that. And we got ourselves Tunch ready to go. Give him the what rhymes with Tunch? I don't even know. Bishop gonna be first up versus looks like Lockout as a Destruction versus a Retribution Paladin. We got us Alessandro over for the team 1. We got us Liana as a Hunter. We got Huge Buttman going Frosty. And we got Wooden playing that Survival Hunter. Bishop trying to see if he may be able to swing around the corner, but it's going to be Lockout catching him with a catch 22 of the Succubus into breaking his Flesh Cow shield. Just trying to see if he can blast him out with some Chaos Bolts. Bishop got himself a Underwater Pepe. Is that like the Borealis Pepe, or is that the... What event is that for? I think it's Borealis. Lockdown trying to see if he can maybe drop down a bunch of Chaos Bolts over Bishop. Summoning him from Blasphemy. It's going to try to see if he can port around him. Does have a stun to follow. Bishop mania to bubble. Mad damage on this Warlock out of left field. Bishop trying to see if he can recover. Stun on all of these beds. Got him some wings just so he can heal. That's going to be Lockdown trying to see if he can port over. Stun onto the Warlock. Looks like he wants to just get a slow onto Bishop. Trying to go for a bit of a Chaos Bolt spree with Flesh Cuts blasted out. Able to blast out shield easily. Lockdown got himself the Dark Back. Standing by the gateway in case he needs to. Trying to see if he can pour Bishop out of the way. Looking to maybe get a cast off. Bishop does go for a quick lockout to interrupt him. But Locked Out so far has had mad damage. Forced out a bubble out of the Paladin. Immediately broke through a Fleshcraft momentarily. Gonna be a quick force trying to get away from him. Trying to keep slows onto Bishop. It's gonna hit him with Succubus CC immediately. As the Paladin's trying to run out, gonna be a quick Chaos Bolt to follow. Let's see if maybe a double combo for a Chaos Bolt. Looks like he wants to go for a couple of Incinerates to follow. This man could have the craziest combo right after. Cataclysm around the corner. Does Bishop get hit by it? I think he was not able to avoid it. Looks like Walkout with a Mortal Chaos Bolt right after. Does he have the double combo? Looks like he doesn't have it yet. Looks like he was trying to build up for it. Stun until locked out. Not much you can really do about it. Wall, but Bishop doesn't have wings to follow. He's trying to see if he can crack through the defense of the Warlock. That's going to be a quick, not wall, but it's going to be, what is this? Oh my god, big Blasphemy burst to follow with a Soul Runner after. Does he have any damage to follow? That Blasphemy could just take it down. Bob right after, but it's all fire damage. You can't stop it. Got him some wings. Oh! Oh my goodness, this man is utilizing, what's that ability called? The Circle of Casting, right? That's what it is. Why does it, can you drop it down like quick? What's the custom on the circle? Is it instant? It looked like it was a cast, and then you dropped it, and then you just got some big Chaos Bolt with a Blasphemy, bunch of damage back to back. This came out of left field. Locked Out, absolutely just decimated that guy. Trying to see if he could drop down a couple rains of fire, build himself up a little bit of burst. The longer Heliana waits, the more of opportunity he gives to Lockout, to lock him down. With a couple of Chaos Bolts, let those big old globs devour him. Gonna be a root onto Locked Out. He sees that the bed gets locked out. It's gonna be a Mortal Blasphemy joined over to Heliana. Does drop down a full Chaos Bolt. Mortal to follow. Does get himself quite a bit of defensive. Heliana trying to see if he can blast him out. Circle of Casting up for Lockout. Trying to see if he can get a couple of Chaos Bolts back to back. Looks like he was able to get at least one. Fear onto Heliana with an Immolate and yet another Chaos Bolt to follow. They're going to be mad cancels with a board out for a lockout. Trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of survivability. Does he have a Warlock house? And looks like he's going to have to play it very, very defensively. Maybe even use a succubus CC at some point. But I think this man may be in trouble. Kill shot to follow. Trying to give himself a bit more healing. Trying to go for a gateway. Does give himself blindness at the last second with a soul shape. Definitely needs himself a little bit of healing. 11 seconds left on that mortar coil. If he can survive long enough, he may be okay. Trying to see if he can avoid Helliana as best as he can. It looks like he has line of sight. Going to be Infernal coming in very, very soon. Mortar coil, potentially. Looks like he's sending up for some burst. Shadow Fury is going to take a bit of damage. Knows he needs to go for Mortal Coil immediately. That's going to be Infernal. Potentially Mortal Coil. Does catch the Hunter while he's laying on the ground playing coy. Chaosbolt right after. Infernal adding bonus damage. Going to be a Turtle Shell to fall. Lockdown does have a Dark Pact very, very soon. Definitely wants to use it. Does have a Demonic Circle in case he wants to give himself a bit of a resetty. It looks like he may want to be able to do so. Rapid Fire Adam trying to see if he can get a Chaosbolt in. Looks like he's going to back up out of it for a moment. And Helliana left with no help whatsoever. If Lockdown can just re-engage with him, keep him out in combat, not let him reset, he may be in a good spot. Dropping down another Infernal on top of Helliana. This is going to be a bonus pet with a Cataclysm. Oh! And then everyone just comes up and slams the boy down. Oh my goodness. Woden gonna be up next. Lockdown just burned a lot of his offensive abilities. I don't know if this man got much in him left. Got himself a wall though, looking for a quick cast onto Woden. It looks like it's gonna be the pet dotted up. Lockdown definitely needs to make sure he doesn't get locked out. Trinket immediately as a succubus CC hits Woden. May need to be Mortal Coil to keep him alive. Does give him a little bit of help to work with. Woden goes for feint death immediately. Gonna be locked out, trying to get a Chaos Bolt off. Woden just using all the mobility of a survival hunter just to keep himself mobile, not letting Lockdown do much. It's gonna drop down a couple of grenades into his face. He's got that mobility compared to the Warlock who needs to cast all their spells. But with a Demonology Warlock, it may be a little bit different. Theodora is gonna try to see if he can lock down Woden with a Axe Toss while he sets up a gateway. This is where a lot of your pets can just do damage to Woden without you having to actually like do damage yourself. Just sending out Demon Doggers, getting a couple imps in there, you're good to go. Flash coming around the corner. Looks like Woden doesn't go too interrupted. Just trying to see if he can bust right through it, but it's a fresh new flash cap. Theodora throwing down a Mortal Coil onto Woden. He got himself a fear to follow right after. Gonna be Woden. Looks like he wants to break out of it immediately and it's gonna go for line of sight. Look at Manic Bandage, but the pet is switched. Pet is spinning right over to him. This way you need to get your Demon Doggers in as soon as possible. Has Theodora used Demon Dogs at all? Stun, gonna even Resident right next to him. Could be pretty bad for the Warlock. Does bring Dark Pact, does damage. But it's trying to see if he can board, maybe to catch up to Woden. The pet is still on the Hunter. He needs to find a way to peel the pet off and needs to find a way to DPS down. Theodora, wall is up for the Warlock. Does drop down a freezing trap on top immediately. Gonna be turtle jump for Theodora. Does get a fear onto the pet, but can he somehow recover? Looking for the drain life. But them grenades are just really just reversing any impact the drain life had. Quick stun onto the Hunter, but he does break the human racial. Quick muzzle onto that fear and take him down. Woden does not have any more ways to break out of CC though. He only had a way to break out of a stun, and that's all over. Woden does have a turtle next to Dama, and he just cried in front of him. He knows that there's not much to do to win. He has acceleration, potentially plays it very, very careful with CC. He could do something, but that stun lock and the damage, not much you can really do about it. He just has to take the damage. Acceleration immediately, 30% dampen. It's going to be a Harpoon to follow him up. This Dam gets him with a stun, not sure get out of this. Well, then your last opportunity to get any kind of damage out, but I think it's over. I think it's lights out as Dama does wait it out until he's low enough with a kill shot. Not much you can really do at the end. He tried his very best, but being able to lock it, but just watching your health while you're stun locked and there's no way to break out of the CC, there's nothing you can do. It's unrecoverable if the enemy is pulling any kind of, if the enemy is not pulling any punches at all, there's actually no way to recover it. Alessandro trying to play up to like a proper classic paladin minus the belt, but everything else looks very, very classic. Look at that full judgment set. I'm loving it. Got himself Shield of Enders as Dama. I think he's going to try to see if he can maybe play some guile around the Shield of Enders. Trying to see maybe if he can break it while being super far away from it. Going to be big hammers on Alessandro. I think it's a Kyrian Paladin looking to dispel himself of poisons and keep himself rolling with that healing and recovery. Got himself Seraphim procs, but the stunner around the corner. Alessandro could potentially trinket out of it. Doesn't play normal trinket, but does play the human racial. I think this man may be playing like a big Giga Dami build as a Retribution Paladin, which could have a big payoff. Dama goes immediately into camo. Looking for that recovery as we hit that 20% damage, boys. 8 minutes into the duel. I'm loving how active everybody are, man. I'm loving how fast-paced the duel is going. Gotta be grenades thrown in by Dama. Just got himself plenty of free damage over, so Alessandro got him dotted up on everything. Alessandro may be in a bit of trouble. The damage over time abilities are just rotting him down. Harpoon, trying to see if he can get an interrupt. I think Dama did not get the interrupt, but Alessandro, I don't know. Looks like he got himself locked down on them. Globus did not press a bubble, where he definitely should have pressed one. That's unfortunate. Gotta be a huge Buttman up next, charging out. He has to find a way to catch the Hunter. He has to find a way to just skip a Flame Shock on the pet as well. If you can keep the Flame Shock on the pet and the Hunter, you can probably get a lot of procs of Lava Burst. Last one to Dama, have some pet sack, also holding on to a Trinket in case things get really rough. Gonna be a stun huge, gonna be immediate Trinket out of the Shaman, however, Mad Burst to the Dama, does sort of shell out, no health, has a Flame Shock on him most likely, but Fade Death most likely, I think removes it. My goodness, that was so much damage on the Shaman. There's no way. Lava Burst is all he needs. He's sort of one more. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That is so much damage. Shaz trying to see if maybe he can lock down Huge, trying to avoid the knockback. Specifically onto Huge. Wall immediately for the Shaman. May have to use everything defensively. He's going to try to go for a Hex with his Shaz. But there's only much he could do. Yep. With the touch of that, just kills him over the edge. Tips the boy over. Man, there was so much damn. I love the Destro. I love the Survival Hunter. I love the lava burst of Elemental Shaman in that game. There's so much that happened all at once. I love it. Boys, let's get another one going. Yeah, I think we got to get my man Gloosh versus that team, boys. We got to get my man Gloosh versus that team. I think it's Team Calf, yeah? Gatova. Okay, Calf, let me know if you're ready. I want to get you in, and then we'll get Johan right after versus Calf, if possible. Yo, hey Jesus, how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Are you gonna be joining tonight? Hey, Dalaran, hey guys, thank you for your awesome, amazing, nice friends. Yo, any slots? Then maybe we just had a group play. Check out in the raids Legacy. Johan needs one more, and they're good to go. Calf, let me know if you're ready, because I'll queue you immediately. My boy Gloosh, you're ready. Let's go. My boy Gloosh is ready to go, man. He's on standby. He's ready out for blood. Match. Sasha, Pro, and Cap. There we go. Gatova complete. Gatova means ready. But yeah, Gatova complete. Jesus is in. Let's go. Johan, I'll get you in immediately. We'll just go. We'll watch Gloosh do this one in like 3 minutes. We'll throw you versus them after. Yeah. I'm joking. Because Team Cap is going to come back and they're going to wipe the floor with the Gloosh's team. They're just that good. Look at what they played just now. Chase barely got to play. It's got a lot of potential behind him. Lockdown was a monster. They haven't released the beast himself. Tunch, the beast himself, hasn't even been released. We haven't seen nothing yet, boys. Happy Cat, Nuke, Gloosh, all of them are nothing to Tunch. Sorry, it wasn't Tunch saying this. I'm just trying to hype it up. Oh man. Maybe that's why they want to invite me to like commentate on the World of Warcraft like arena duels, is because I'm just like trash talking for the teams. I'm just trying to create animosity. I'm just trying to spice it up, man. I'm trying to make it interesting. Like wrestling, I'm trying to give it like a theme, a story. You know what I mean? So Twitch. We got ourselves Kiosk over for the Team 1 as a Survival Hunter ready to go. We got ourselves Gloosh first up over the Team 1. My goodness, this side out the big guns. We got ourselves Nukes. We got ourselves Rana as a Shatter Priest. And we got ourselves Happy Cat versus Chase. Gonna be Chase versus Gloosh off the bat. Picking up the eyes. That's good. Maybe not even picked up the eyes. Cheap shot by the rogue immediately. Trying to see if he can lock that Chase. Does Chase have any answer? It's going to be Karma as he has no help whatsoever. Look at that chat. Oh my god, that Karma. If all the Gloosh got a crit on that team, we got damn it. Locked out Theodore. Tunch, we may be seeing one of those guys play very, very early here. As Chase did not give Gloosh a trinket. How did you even survive that go? Oh my god. How did you survive that go? I don't understand. Gonna be Gloosh trying to see if he can lock him down. Does he have the stuns? Chase may be able to incap him. He's trusting the... Oh my god, disarm in the last second. No health again. This man is just playing with his health bar. Lexi put the Gloosh. Does he have the lockdown? Looks like massive kick. Gloosh trinkets out of him with advantage immediately. Gloosh trinketed. That means Chase could potentially trinket to lock him down. I don't know if he'll be able to. The line's still available for Gloosh, so Chase is trying to see if he can catch up on health. Gloosh could go with Shadow Blades. I don't actually know, he doesn't have Shadow Blades this time, but still locking him down, and this little victim could be huge. Oh my god, the burstiest two classes are bursting one another. When can you trinket, if ever? Because Gloosh knows he can just go for cheap shot Go for full sap, blind, everything. Chase trying to see if he can break away, trying to deny the rogue a kidney shot. Is gonna roll into him at the end of it. Did he have any defenses? Trinket, in cap. This is where Glush could potentially capitalize on. Blind and reset. Glush is looking to get himself that blind. Chase trying to recover as much health as possible. Glush trying to keep the pressure rolling. Gonna be disarmed to the rogue. Blind while Monk is low. The Monk has no outs unless Glush makes a mistake here. The Monk has no outs and Glush, there's no way he loses. My goodness, the two bursties classes, though the rogues with them blind, always have an opportunity to just absolutely decimate. Jesus Christ. This is Glush with a bit of gear, man. 1 week of gearing. And this is how much damage you can do right now. Imagine with a full set of PvP gear next week when Conquest is on cap. This guy's actually going to be unstoppable. Literally a raid boss. Tunchi trying, I keep calling him Tunchi trying to see if he may be able to blaze storm past Glush. But the shadow step to juke him out was used by the rogue. All that maneuverability to get around the corner. Tunch trying to see if he can find him. Going to be shadow strike by the rogue. Looking to save. He can shot until later. He's hoping to get a trick it out. Tunch does get one. Going to be full burst out of the warrior, but a clock shot is by the rogue. Looking to get escape with a quick cheap shot. Tunch trying to see if he can close the gap with a raging blow. And I think Glush again trying to go for a bit of a juke, but Tunch knows this time he just cannot do it. He can't let this rogue escape. No more trinket available for the warrior. Next kidney shot is going to be very deadly. Glush needs to get himself a nice shadow strike, build up a couple calm points, go for a kidney shot, has himself the calm points into the slice nice. Maybe has a mark breath coming up very, very soon. Has himself a shadow strike versus Tunch, building up calm points. You're just waiting for him. You're just waiting for the calm points to rub. Tunch, unless you have a stun or something, my guy, you may be in a bit of trouble. Glush has got himself full CC ready to go. Get the shot on the cooldowns. Oh my goodness, there goes the shadow strike. And Fatty eviscerates. Oh my god, I think he literally got a shadow strike eviscerating or something. Oh my god, 3 globals. Locked out, gonna be next. Trying to get locked out, got himself their trusty incubus ready to go. Gates at the ready. Glush. Trinket available. No cloak or shadows, however, so you could lock this rogue down. Kidney shot, potentially could be incubus. Trying to see if you can CC him. Does cheap shot the incubus for a second. Locked out, goes in with a dark pact immediately just to give himself a little bit of that survivability. Chaos Bolt flying onto Glush. Gonna be immediate instant cast with a blasphemy. Full infernal dropping down to Glush with a mortal coil after. Has the trinket in case he needs to. Soul Rod to follow. Gonna be Glush with a shadow meld before the Chaos Bolt connects. Denying any damage from Chaos Bolt in the first place. Locked out could potentially chase after Glush, but knows he doesn't want to. He knows he doesn't want to. Gonna be the incubus going invis. Cheap kidney shot onto lockdown. Try to see if you can CC him. Gonna be Glush from the incubus. Lockdown right now. Just kidney shot. Can't do anything. Gonna be ported out of the way. But Glush trying to see if he can chase after him. Gonna be a back-to-back ports for lockdown. Trying to keep himself alive. Gonna be a port away for Glush. Does move him out of the way for a second. Trying to shot a few him down. Does catch the rogue for a second. Forcing a trick it out of him. Gonna be that knife frame, but he's at left low health. And Glush chases after him relentlessly. Dama is up next. Trying to see if he maybe catches the rogue with a hunter's mark. The rogue has a cloak of shadows. He has evasion. He has vanish, but he doesn't have a trinket. If you can lock him down with a full burst, you could potentially have him here. Glush does not say that so long at all. The CR from Shadow Fury earlier. Gonna be Dama getting kidney shot and trinket out of it. Gonna be a resonator trinket by Glush. Balana Dama can't do anything at all. Glush cannot escape the pet though. So Glush can maybe build calm points on the pet. Maybe can go for a bit of a reset himself. Has a hunter's mark on him. Can restyle, but the pet is on him. And so is the hunter. Does have the hunter? How do you sap the hunter? The man literally has the hunter's mark on you and just walk by and sap him while the pet is so close to catching up to you. This man is insane. Getting the shot onto Dama. Trying to see if you can just blast him out of the way with a couple of eviscerates. Oh my goodness. Freezing trap stops him in place. Just trying to see if you could freeze this criminal. And maybe go for a bit of recovery. Damn it, I left with no health whatsoever. Turtle Shell's the only thing that's keeping him away from death just for a little bit longer. But can this turtle get to the water? Can this turtle sip the sweet waters of victory? Glush has himself vanish. Potentially has shadow meld. Got himself the flame shot on him. There's gonna be steel trap getting him out in the open. Damn, and used to get a hunter's mark on the guy immediately. Being able to know where the rogue is, being able to be aware of where the rogue could be, just knowing where he's going, where he's gonna be it's gonna be possibly hunter's mark. Yes, there it is. Now you have some knowledge. Now you have his location, so you don't get surprised by the rogue. You get to surprise him. You get to figure out when you want to engage him. Get a shot. Damn it, try to go for a bit of a pet sack. Oh, the squids are just bypassing that pet sack completely. Damn it, could be big trouble. Trying to see if he can stun the pet. Gonna be a grenade throwing a Gloosh. Gloosh does not have a chicken for a while. This is where Damn it needs a stun. Right now, immediately freezing trap as he goes in for a shot. It's like, damn it, no help whatsoever. This is where you need to stun, but he's gonna have a trinket now. There's nothing he can do to stop him. This rogue is literally unstoppable. Doesn't even burn a trinket. He knows he's in a winning team right now. He knows he's in a winning position. Mad shadow step from literally a mile away. Literally steps at people from his no zip code. And damn it does go down with Gloosh taking him out. 6 minutes into this duel, only 11% dampening. Thedora is gonna try, or Thedora is gonna try to see if they can lock down Gloosh. Got himself the trusty demonology pets with a fell guard, couple of imps, potentially demon doggos. But Gloosh is gonna have himself still Hunter's Mark, playing soccer with the boys. Or football, depending where you're from. Thedora, he's just waiting. He's not picking up eyes. He's just gonna kind of, I guess, wait for the rogue to open. Maybe he's trying to see if he can counter the rogue with a tyrant or an onboard tyrant by the fell guard. Try to go for a stun. The fell guard could get sapped. Looks like Gloosh does distract the pets for a second. Gets Thedora away from everybody. Gonna be an interrupt with Thedora. Could potentially go over the fell guard. That's gonna be Felgar breaking out of the stun. Stun onto Gloosh. Does have a chicken for you. Just gonna continue the pressure, continue the damage, force and cooldowns on Thedora. Gloosh did shrink it. Cloak of Shadows with a Mortal, denying any kind of CC. Thedora does get a fear at the very last second, but Gloosh does not have a trick, not have a kick for it. Gonna be an obelisk down for Thedora, sending all the pets out of Gloosh with a smoke bomb to follow. Got himself circle of casting. Gloosh is gonna get stunned up while inside of the smoke bomb. He's just waiting for it to calm points on until another kid is shot. Thedora better have something here. He's trying to get some damage on the Gloosh. Gonna be a decimated bolt. Kid is shot into Thedora. Better have something for this. Stun. Trying to see if he can get a handle done. Cheap shot to follow. It's gonna be Resonator on top of Thedora. Maybe down for the count. Oh, walking away from Resonator. Oh, he's trying to. But Gloosh got him either way. Can anybody stop this rogue's onslaught? 1v5. Making it look so easy, boys. Well done. My man Gloosh. Well done, well done. Damn. Yo, boys, let's get Johan in here if you're ready. We'll throw you versus Sasha Pro if they still have a team, yeah? I know I'm throwing you guys against some of the big boys in here, but Gloosh, somebody gotta take him down, right? Hey, down in chat, what's up? Scoping, how you doing, my man? Let me have a good one, my guy. How you doing? Ready to go? Let's go. Sasha, let me know if you're ready. If you're not, maybe we could send him versus Calf. Maybe we could show him send him versus Calf. My buddy wants to join. Where's the group listed? Groups will be listed already in the Raids Legacy section if you guys want to list it there. Raids, but groups are listed in Raids Legacy. So 5? Let's go show 5. If Gloosh doesn't tell 5, I'll probably do Johan and Calf real quick. I might just do that. You can't stop the closet kills in one stun. Very little CDs in the stun. Yeah, true. I mean, I feel like if rogues did not have the Resonator trinket, it'd be a little bit more easier to manage him. But that Resonator does so much damage, it basically is equivalent to Shadowblade's damage. Right? Shadowblade's rogue opener. Kotova. Okay, we'll get Johan versus Sasha Pro quickly. And then we'll do Sasha, or maybe we'll do Johan versus Calf. Yo, Calf, I'm gonna get your group up immediately as soon as I can. We're just gonna watch Gloosh take Team Johan. This is gonna be a quick 5-minute match here. I'm gonna get you in here, yeah. But yeah, Chris, I'm hoping that like rogues are looking really good in Dragonflight, but hopefully they won't do any like cheated trinkets or similar trinkets in that regard. You know what I mean? Like I know they're gonna do thematic trinkets going forward. They've always done it for PvP, but hopefully they won't do anything like we have right now. Like, I don't want a trinket that just plays the game for you. I really don't want these kind of things in the game at all. I didn't like that about corruptions because they kind of felt like they played the game for you. I feel like if a trinket to buff your damage or give you some kind of an extra interesting buff, like that, the resolve trinket, the one where you use it and you're immune to CC ability, so you can do big bursts without getting interrupted. That can be fun and cheesy in some specific scenarios. That was cool. The trinket that was the passive cooldown reduction or the CC reduction, I was kind of like interested. Like it was like, okay, casters could actually play, but that was way too strong, so I totally understand why they like nerfed it. But that Resonator, like, I don't know, I'd rather have a class like take a trinket above their damage, rather than like you press a button that does damage. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Because like even if you mess up your opener, but you have the trinket doing damage for you, you still got damage either way. If the trinket busts the damage, you gotta play well in order to get the damage value out of it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hopefully they won't do that in the future like that. Good church. So don't be chicken go dragon wings and fire out of combat. I mean, something cool and interesting that I'd be okay with. Like dragon wings to give mobility, I think that'd be kind of neat. You know? But like not like pop out breathe unholy breathe fire upon your foes doing X amount of damage. Like I'm not a big fan of that. Kiosk first up versus Alessandro. What did I do this? Switch. Kiosk versus Alessandro gonna be mad clean by the paladin immediately with Kiosk throwing him on ice. What happened? I was gonna say, it looked like this man got turned around on the horse. I think it was just ready to go for the biggest possible clash in the middle, but he got turned around, spine dislocated around. Oh no. Alessandro trying to see if he may be able to get some damage versus Kiosk. He does get him in melee. Gonna be a couple of slams. Gonna be a big death check on Kiosk. Looking to maybe capitalize some big damage versus Alessandro. Stun right after. Big flame second strike that gets Alessandro really low. That's gonna be a bubble out of the paladin immediately. Does not want to fall to the hunter. Does not want to get hit with an execute. Trying to avoid it as best as he can. Gonna be Kiosk just trying to avoid Alessandro. The paladin looking for a bit of recovery. Got himself a holy power. Stun on the pet. Actually controlled a stun to make sure he hodges the pet, which is interesting. Unless Kiosk like had a feign death the last second, and he just ended up stunning something nearby and he was just walking towards Kiosk. It looked like he stunned the pet directly, but he's trying to see at least if he can build up a little bit of resources off of the pet, trying to build up a little bit of holy power in order to charge out a Kiosk. Wants to make sure he's ready to go with all the resources. Got into the judgment slow to Kiosk, break it out immediately with it, disengage, trying to see if he can trap out Sandra to make it harder for him to reach Kiosk. Hand up and break it through the steel trap, blessing of protection to keep him alive, but the freezer trap does put him on ice. And Kiosk looking for a bit of recovery. Alessandro did use a pretty big immunity here. Shield of Vengeance to follow. Trying to make sure that the Shield of Vengeance does get its own popping effect. Next to Kiosk, if he can get close enough to the hunter, he may be able to. But looks like he doesn't have any ways to close that gap. No stuns, no slows into Kiosk. Looks like he's going to try to retreat. Big death chakram damage with a flanking strike. And Kiosk does end up capitalizing on it, taking him out with the Death Knight Jesus going up next to the Frost DK, trying to keep the chain of ice and the dots rolling, but Kiosk is going to try to camo. Though the pad getting dotted up is what's going to keep you out of that camo. Blind to Kiosk. Going to be just going over the more switcher stun, trying to see if he can get a capitalized damage. Going to be a freezing trap immediately. Is able to still get a stun to Kiosk. Trying to see if he can catch him with the grippy hands. Going to be a silence right after Kiosk with immediate turtle shell. Manic Bandage looking for the recovery. Does not want to find out just how hard Jesus' burst is going to be as the Death Knight turns attention onto the pet, wipes it out of the game, interrupt onto the pet's rest as Kiosk definitely just needs a pet. Desperately needs a pet right now in order to be able to keep this game going. And that's going to be a grip out of the Frost DK. Just not letting him happen. Kiosk waiting for the freezing trap. Unless Jesus has something for this. Oh no, he doesn't get the pad up with the flash catch and follow. Jesus is going to have to play very, very carefully. He wants to win this. He did have Kiosk on the ropes there. No trick available for Kiosk. Does have a way to reduce the stuns with the Relentless. And can break out of it with the human racial in case he wants to, slowing down the hunter, trying to keep the pet slowed as well. He's going to be a stun to Jesus with a resonance trinket. Jesus is going to AMS and try to see if he can take that damage up with an IBF on top of it. Stun to Kiosk. Does he have the damage? Looking to cleave him down if possible. Going to be freezing trap onto Jesus as Kiosk backing up out of there with that Manic Bandage. The Death Knight definitely has quite a bit of burst set up. He has maybe potentially another blind stun combo, this time with Icy Veins. That time, he didn't have any Icy Veins at all. Not Icy Veins, but Pillar of Frost. This time, he'll have the Pillar of Frost damage in order to guarantee some burst. Just maybe playing very defensively here for a bit. Dampen is going to roll in just a minute, so if he can recover a little bit of his own health, he may be alright. Trying to see if he can give the Howling Blast to Kiosk in case the man tries to escape in the camo out of sight. Why am I rhyming? Gonna be Jesus trying to see if he can approach. May have to pop a defensive. Death Pact is looking very, very like a good button right now. Unless you're looking for them death strikes, trying to get some death strikes on the pet, but you need to take a big hit from the hunter in order to get a big kill from the death strike. Outside of that, you may have to go for Lichborn. Gonna be death strike and burning through Jesus. Doesn't go for a death pact, doesn't give him some burst. Trying to see if he can maybe make that Mortis Winter damage last, but it's gonna be a freezing trap immediately by the hunter, stopping him in his place. Just frozen. He got himself the mighty frost damage ready, but that frost is also what's stopping him too. Too cold, too frozen. Jesus doesn't have a lot of health to work with. Does have himself grippy hand. Kiosk trying to see if he can get Jesus slowing up, maybe with a kill shot to follow. Gonna be grippy hand back to back by the Death Knight, just to make sure the Kiosk is right next to him, so at least he has a target to death strike off him. Looks like Kiosk is even pulling the pet back just not to give him any kind of CC or healing or recovery. Gonna be a freezing trap to stop him as he got himself a Lichborn rolling. Kiosk looking for a little bit of Manic Bandage recovery, trying to make sure he's ready to go, trying to cure himself of that frosty fever. of the Death Knight. AMZ down. I think at this point, this is where the Death Knight just throwing out every defensive just to make sure he's alive and healthy. Flesh Cup does help him recover here. So he does need to find a way to just lock down Kiosko. I don't know if he's going to be able to, mainly because of the Relentless Trinket. Normally the Death Knight is going to try to lock down a Hunter with a blind as well as a Remorse of Winter stun. But that Relentless is going to reduce the duration of the Remorse of Winter. So this is where Death Knight needs to be very, very clean with his burst. He needs to make sure he's got Obliterate ready. A Freezing Trap could stop him here. Does get the stun, but that's going to be stun back to Jesus. He's locked out on his own burst with a Resonator. To get himself the IBF, needs a heal right now. Gonna be trying to see if he can get some Death Strikes of Kiosko, but the dots are ripping right through him with an aspect of the Eagle. Raptor Strike flying in. Namachika will stop it. Huge Buttman charging out. Most likely has himself big Lava Burst. It looks like it might be lights out for Kiosko unless he's extra careful. Got himself a pet sack. Gonna be a Lava Burst flying in. Back-to-back procs. Turtle Shell just doesn't want to find out if it's gonna get any more procs. Decides, you know what, I'm just gonna pop a defensive. Try to see if it can survive the onslaught here. As the volcano bursts out of Huge Buttman just exploding upon him. Gonna be Kiosko trying to see if he can escape in the camo. Maybe he's trying to slow down with Huge Buttman. Immediate chicken by the Shaman, knocking him out in the open. Maybe good for Kiosko, but them Lava Bursts are not gonna feel great at all. This is where one more hit needs to come out for Huge. And looking for that recovery before Nukes charges out. Corrode immediately by the Rogue. Huge Buttman immediately walling this off. Looking to maybe go for a big knockback into Nukes. Trying to get himself a flush guard. Got interrupted immediately. Nukes with them spikes, just try to see if we can avoid him. Huge no longer has a wall, may have to rotate into a Earth Elemental. Nukes could go for a Vendetta here. Big Earth Shock with a Lava Burst. The Rogue has to burn a cloak really early. May have to get very, very defensive. This way, Huge needs to go for the Earth Elemental. Got himself the knockback with a Hex and the Nukes. There's nothing Rogue can do about it. Huge Buttman could potentially go for a bit of recovery. He may need to go for a Flame Shock onto Huge if possible. Nukes trying to see if he can use that Void Differential in order to reposition towards Huge. Does Huge have anything? Got himself the Battle Mass trick at the last second, but the Vendetta taking him out. Man, he almost blasted the Rogue into an early grave. That is actually crazy. Helliana got a Hunter's Mark onto Nukes because the man was out in the open. Flash got them for recovery. Gonna be a Hunter's Mark on Nukes, but the Smoke Bomb keeping him in line of sight. Got himself plenty of opportunity to force Helliana to get close. With a disarm, can the Shadows that try to do damage? I think that may be down and done for Helliana, as that is a Resonator right next to him. Massive Envenom, and Helliana just has all the dots rolling on him. This is where Nuke's trying to get the dots back in. Ape Shot does puncture through the defense of the Rogue, but the blind stops the Hunter's onslaught. Nukes was able to avoid the sonar damage, Smoke Bomb into disarm, forcing a trick, and it took Kidney like he just played him like a fiddle. Helliana potentially has a chance to come back here. No trick available, maybe Turtle, but Nukes has nothing left. Helliana with a Kidney Shot. Unless Nukes makes a mistake here, maybe Helliana can escape it. Turtle Shell on that Envenom was able just to skirt past the Turtle Shell, but didn't touch Helliana at all. Helliana is pretty wounded though, not a lot of health available. Trying to see if it can maybe slow down Nukes, but looks like the dots just did it. Wait, is Nukes running a stealth? Okay, question, is Nuke running a crit legendary? Because if he puts dots on somebody and he resets, those dots continue ticking on them in the crit. Like that's a guaranteed crit. So if he's running crit Lego, maybe that's how the Hunter died. Because I thought the Hunter will take a bit of damage from dots, but won't die. Won't get a sap? Just got a Nukes walk by him, hit him with a sap, just bonked him like as if he knew who he was. Garrote got himself the dots. Looks like it's gonna be full Kidney. Got the spikes in the pad as well as the Hunter. Looks like it's gonna be potentially mad damage. Mad and Venom's back to back. Got himself the spikes just to get the pressure rolling. Shadow step past Woden, but Woden's lagging really badly. Oh, unfortunate. Nukes is given an opportunity to come back. Nuke stopped for a second. He is given an opportunity to come back. Looks like maybe the Hunter's is next to him. But he's trying to give him a... It looked like he was trying to give him an opportunity to come back, but I think he actually just wasn't able to reach him. I think with the lag, he saw Woden in one area, but one was actually in a whole other area. I think he was trying to attack him, he just couldn't. So I was giving him like, oh, it looks like he's trying to let him come back. I don't think so. I'm starting to think maybe it wasn't, but it kind of worked out in that regard, yeah? But it kind of worked out. Either way, at least he was giving him, yeah, exact lag. It's unfortunate, man. Sometimes it happens. It's very unfortunate. You got yourself an exciting duel. You got yourself an intense situation, and the lag just stops it. Not a fan of that one personally, but what can you do? But at least the lag kind of did give him at least a bit of an opportunity to come back little by little. Gotova, Sasha's ready. I know you're ready. Yo, we gotta get Johan versus Calf, I think, though. I think we gotta get Johan versus Calf. Johan, let me know if you're ready, my man, or if you need a replacement. And your groups, yo, Taxi, we made, my guy, we made. We have Woden having a bit of lag, but I don't know if it's gonna like mess him up. Johan, Calf is ready to go. Sasha's go. I want to see if Johan is ready because I did want to get Johan a couple of games back to back. We get Taxi in here. My man, Taxi. Also, Taxi, what happened to your human female warlock, man? I like the mugs he had on that one. Don't get me wrong, I like a human male warlock too. Yo, what is that? Chad! Is that the new PvP pet? Is it our mount? That looks cool. Dude, it's a big old like saber cat with spikes in his tail. That may be a PvP mount. This is amazing. I agree. This looks awesome. What the hell is that? It looks so cool. They got a little banner in the back with a skull. I love the barding. I love the textures on this thing. Oh, this is great. The emboss? That's not... That's a CE mount? There's no way that's a CE mount, right? There's no way this is a CE mount. That better be a PvP mount. Wait, I have no idea. Somebody in our Discord just posted. Fish just posted. Said new mount. What's this? He has no idea either. Yo, Hunter, we ready? Ready now? Let's go. Oh my god, now you're joining. Now you're joining. now that Tax is joining, like, oh, I want to play with the boys. Thanks for the entertainment, dude. Yo, can we get our hats? Oh, Daft Punk, my man. Oh my god. Yo, can we get our hats like Daft in chat for the 25 bows, my guy? That's very generous of ya. Boys, can we get a hashtag Daft? Bit sad if you recommend. It's all good, Woden. Thanks so much for joining, my guy. Yo, for fun. Yo, thanks so much for joining. Yeah, hopefully you won't be lagging next time, yeah? Let's hope the, whatever's going on, whether it's WoW or whether it's ISP, doesn't let you down, my guy. It was super fun having you here. I'm glad you got to play even a little bit. Hopefully we'll get even more games in the future, yeah? Calf, Johan 5. There we go. And we'll get Galoosh in here immediately right after. I think we'll go Calf versus Galoosh. Because then this is going to be like 2 games for Johan, and then we'll get Sasha, and then we'll get back. And it's basically, we got a nice little order here. Nice little order going on here. But yeah. Can't wait for a DF mount. Dude, the Glad mount looks so good. That's a beautiful looking mount, man. That's a gorgeous looking thing. I don't get more changes in the alpha that we have in the past 2 years. I know, I saw, dude, change. It's crazy the amount of communication there's between hunters and them. It's actually kind of insane. That's actually kind of crazy. Oh my god. It's like druids are just like, man, I wish I got any kind of this communication. Like hunters are getting so much back and forth communication. Would it make a few keys later? Get some keys done? I would love to. I don't know if I'll be... So after the stream, I got something to do in the tournament realms chat. After the stream, I'm doing some tourney realm stuff. But outside of that, I may be able to. The Evoker is good for dueling. It actually looks pretty good, yeah. Dude, I tried to play some Evoker healing yesterday. Actually, I guess this morning since I was done with the video. I decided to just go random dungeon. Bro, healing Evoker is feeling pretty good. They got some updates, and they feel pretty good. It looks like they're getting a little bit more standardized, but like in a good way. They feel a little bit more like reliable to play. And I'm loving the echo mechanic. I'm playing with echo, where abilities can basically echo off of each other. Cool mechanic. Big fan. Alright, so Twitch. We got ourselves Chase Moonwalker over for Team 1. We got ourselves Damn on that team. We got ourselves Tunch gonna be first up as a Fury Warrior. I boss, ready to go. I boss it. And Beggar making return, my man. How you doing? Liking the mug. I don't know about that helm, but I see what you were trying to go for, like all red. Gonna be Athaman first up versus the Warrior. Gonna be immediate bubble. Tunch looking for that shatter and throw. Athaman potentially looking for that CC to follow up. Tunch does still hold on to Trick. Athaman looks. Is you playing Night Fae? Are you playing the cheesy Night Fae one-shotter? You may be. I saw some Night Fae shenanigans out of there for a second. What is that thing? Gonna be Night Fae. Ah, Athos, a long boy started to Tunch. I think he's trying to see if he can make one shot him. Looking for a big one bang go. Tunch needs himself a bit of recovery. Athaman tried to get himself a little bit of health as well. But looks like that wasn't even wings out of Athos. That was just a proc wings. Tunch did pop a friends of regen, but he doesn't capitalize on the healing. Gonna be a Tunch with a full regen though. Doesn't even need the regeneration. He just go regenerate behind the corner. all by him lonesome. My goodness, I forgot that Xana's had that, man. I remember when that first came out, when Xana's first were available in BFA, all the paladins went Xanda because they would just bubble and go full regenerating, or bob and go full regenerating. There was so much amount of healing. Nowadays, like, it's a cool ratio, but it's like very limited use. Mad damage on him, that's a huge burst. Oh my goodness, my man! Atho just came in, slapping some big damage onto the warrior in a single stun, just locking him out for just 2 globals. That's what he saved wings for. Are you? Were you playing? You're Night Fae, I know, but like, I don't think you were Summer Blessing there, were you? Yeah, you were Frost Blessing. That was all burst inside of a Frost Blessing, where Frost Blessing just adds more frost damage on top of all the damage you do. They buffed it recently, so maybe that's why it's so good. Beggar trying to see maybe if you can whittle down Atha, get a shot to follow, disarm right after. Doesn't want to give this man an opportunity to really play the game. Atha with a bit of that Aegis trinket to give himself a little bit of that magic damage offset. Beggar still holding on to that flash guy shield, but it's going to be slowed down by Atha. Slow down and low down. Over for the team 2, we got ourselves Heliana as a Marksman Hunter. We got a huge botman over here with Jesus and Frost Deathed and Alessandra, another Retribution Paladin. Atherman chased after Beggar, catches him. Quick get the show. Quick hammer adjusts Beggar, trinkets out of it, trying to see if he can break the shackles. Atherman potentially could press a bomb right here as a Vendetta does come out. May want to bomb right this. That's going to be a bomb to remove the Vendetta, remove all the nuts, remove all the blades, but did have to burn himself a big defensive. Does have to go for a little bit of self-survivability. I think maybe should have used that bop as soon as he saw Vendetta. I think it's not a bad move, honestly, because that is a pretty big offensive ability. But Beggar, if he's playing that shorter Vendetta legendary, that could potentially give him another opportunity to come back. Legendary, so that's one thing I don't think I'm going to miss in Dragonflight. Honestly, I've been hanging around on Dragonflight just doing stuff, and I feel like I can just do so many class builds and I don't even have to worry about legendaries. Chat, it's actually kind of interesting. I wonder if, like, after not playing with legendaries, we'll miss him one day. Like, missing being able to itemize our characters. But when a lot of the itemization is offset to, like, you know, if a lot of that is offset to to talents, it doesn't feel nearly as bad. Beggar trying to see if he can lock down Atha. Atha with a Hodge, full Summer Blessing, potentially taking him out. I think maybe wiping Beggar out. She does. Oh, Atha with that full Summer Blessing at the ready. In cap by Chase, but Atha's bubbling just 4 seconds. You still live long enough. Can you survive it? Bubble right now. Oh my god, the bubble was right there. Chase getting hit with a blind Jesus, trying to see if he can lock him down with the remorseless ones are going to be grippy hand immediately. Chase getting hit with a stun, does trick and right after, trying to see if he can pop every defensive. Going to be disarmed to the death that his sounds comes out. Second stun to follow him. Grippy hand still doing work. Going to be immediate karma. Looks like the death that is not deterred. You're going to be ring of peace, trying to see if he can just walk out of it. Whole dragon going to set down to Chase, but he's going to back up out of it completely. That's going to be a flash cut out for Chase, trying to see if he maybe can get himself a bit of recovery. Zoen up onto the Death Knight. Does have the images available, so actually could go with images on Zoen and get some damage on Jesus. See if he can maybe get himself big procs. Just a free flying, big old kick to follow. Whirling jacket pressure after Jesus having to play very defensively. IBF getting used here really early, keeping the chains, shackles onto Chase, but the man, as a monk, is able to break those fairly easily. Gonna be the ghoul coming in to try to help, only to be sacrificed into a big green pulp for Jesus to consume. As Chase continues to chase after Jesus, dropping down to BDB. Just dropping on Brew and just going oopsies. Leg sweep with a fist of fury onto Jesus. Got himself that death back in order to give himself a little bit more longevity. Gonna be a blind and Chase, trying to get himself a bit of a stun. Is disarmed for a moment, but can potentially still make something happen using that stun defensively. I think he was trying to go for a bit of a disarm with the stun and go for some damage, but not having a stun right now, not having a full proper stun is just gonna be killer. Alessandro up next, trying to see if maybe able to make a big comeback. Atha popped off, man. 2 people down by Atha, blasting him out with that Night Fae. Kind of love the fact that you were able to get not only bursted with Blessing of Summer, which was expected, but you also got a pretty big burst with a Blessing of Winter, which is surprising. Is Winter that good now? Because I know they buffed it by quite a bit, where a portion of percentage damage is a frost damage, but like, there's no way it's that good now, right? I mean, maybe it is. The broken blind? Yeah, it's all good, all good. Yeah, at that point, all you can do is break blind and hope that none of the abilities break blind. Like, just hit them with a monster to just kind of pray on the brakes, because if you get any gaps between blind and stun, it's just brutal. Chase actually getting blasted out by Alessandro. Gonna be BDB dropped down next to the Paladin. Does he have a forbearance on him? Trying to see if he can blast that Chase. Got himself one more hammer. Let's go. Oh, got himself the long range hammer from 10 yards away. Just 10th was verdict in that guy, or last verdict him rather. Gonna be full pets up and running for iBoss, trying to see if he can drop down the army of undeath. Alessandro with a quick bubble, but the man cannot escape the death itself. It literally surrounds him. He got a safety bubble for just a handful of seconds. Blind onto all of these pets as Alessandro trying to give himself a little bit of recovery. A-bomb dropping in. This is why iBoss is trying to see if he can cut him out into all these pets. Grippy hand to follow. Alessandro got nothing except for heals. But looks like the light just couldn't keep him afloat. Gonna be Heliana trying to go for a quick road onto iBoss unless he just randomly death in the case. Gonna be Heliana trying to go for a bit of a slow double tap, big aim shot to follow, trying to see if he can just aim shot at iBoss after a death shock him. iBoss is trying to see if he can IBF and big death strikes as he gets big hits from Heliana, able to recover so much health. The harder you get hit as a Death Knight, the more health you can recover in a single death strike. Gonna be a bit of that death pack to try. Wasn't counting on his health to be able to take the brunt of that next barrage of aim shots. So he decided just to give himself a little bit extra health to work with. So onto Heliana with the immediate trinket. The hunter trying to see if he can disengage out of it with a slow one to iBoss, but the man cannot be deterred. Heliana with a quick feint death for a second, just trying to give through some of the buffs. Wall to follow, got himself a bit of rapid fire, but I think he's just stuck out in the open. And iBoss looking for that big old cleaver damage with Huge Buttman loaded up and ready to go. I like how Huge Buttman has been upgrading his Mog, dude. He's been getting more epic and more epic as the night went on. Like, I think he's basically just reaching, he's ascending little by little. And eventually he's gonna have literal ascendance ready. Is this to play the Ascendance Lego? He must be, right? Full armor that join in. iBoss took a lot of damage. Light down to follow with a big blast by the earth, by the fire alley. And the meteor coming down. Huge Buttman trying to see if he can knock back Dam. He's gonna trinket out of the sun immediately. He needs to get himself a flame shock onto Dam. Get himself all the damage back to back. All those procs. The earlier he can get him, the better. Damn, trying to see if he might be able to get a couple of grenades around the corner, which is huge. Big earth check to follow. Doesn't quit like you wanted him to. Wall not available for Huge anymore, so he may have to rotate into Earth Elemental. He needs to get himself some healing. Damn, trying to catch up some heal as well, but the Flame Sharks are going to keep him rolling. Try to go for a bit of a Haymaker versus the Hunter, but it's going to be a Lasso to lock him out on the other side. Huge Buttman definitely needs to go for either damage or needs to go for more healing. Trying to see maybe you can like lava bursts happen. Damn, did feint death for a second. Does give himself a bit of a damage reduction on a bunch of those lava bursts. Earth Elementals available. Does give Huge Buttman a little bit more of a survivability. Trying to get a lava burst, but it's going to be Turtle. Damn, did not want to find out if that's going to be a big proc of lava burst or not. Just didn't want to find out. Huge does have a grounding totem in case he wants to maybe potentially set himself up where he can avoid a freezing trap. Damn, needs to get himself some kind of CC on the Huge or feint death. Got himself freezing trap around the corner. Earth Elemental eats it. This is where Huge Buttman just needs to get himself one big lava burst. And Damn is out in the open. Can't really do much about it. Can Huge get himself a proc? He got himself Flame Sharks rolling. Next lava burst could be deadly. Does he get one? Looks like maybe not. Light Lasso at the end. Does he clutch it? Oh, he does clutch it. Oh, I was going to say for a second. Does he get himself a lava burst or does he clutch a lasso? Oh my god, he clutched it at the end. Well done, my boy. Oh my goodness, boys. Love these kind of duels, man. Love these kind of duels. Hell yeah. You sound like the B721. I don't actually watch the B721. To be honest, I don't even know what he's known for. So that's a name I have. I feel like maybe I should know what that is, but I don't know what it is. No, it just popped in real wings with beta cooldowns of fake goes. I thought you were trying to go for like a frosty damage, honestly. I thought you were trying for frost damage. 222. There we go, boys. Here we are. Alright, let me know when you guys are ready. Sasha Gotova, he's ready. He's excited. All caps. All cap, no cap. He's ready to go. Nintendo 64 game currently? Oh, I had no idea. Okay. Yeah, so I don't really know who the beast is. Okay, so what did I say that he says he said? FML, I got it right. It's all good, Touch. You're good, my guy. What were your hamstrings? Should I ask him to picture of his legs or something? 2, 3, I think. Here we go. Invite, please. I need an invite. Yo, my boy, Tagsy. Calf, need one more again. Calf, Tagsy. Calf, Tagsy. That's a duo. No, somebody said get wrecked. He says that. Really? Okay, yeah. I think everybody used to say get wrecked way back in the day. Yeah, I don't know a lot of people that can say that say nowadays like get wrecked, like unironically, but that's cool. I was around for those early gaming days. The get wrecks and the troll faces, the OG memes, OG things people said. I was still around when people said pwn. That was an epic pwn. You know what I mean? Like, nowadays it's kind of cringy. Tell Taxi, Legacy Raids Taxi, they're looking for you in Legacy Raids, my guy. Looking for ya. Taxi rank request to call. Okay, he opened up a group of Legacy Raids. Should be able to find him there. This is playing every 64 game does. Yeah, like if you play 64, I feel like it just like it helps bring you into that like into that retro environment. Sorry about the dots trying to make myself see on the screen. You're good, my guy. We're good. Sorry about the dots trying to make myself see it in the screen. You're good. Big hello, big like for you, my dude. What's up, Jordan? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having good, my guy. Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful evening, my man. You're having some fun with some duels. Glad you could join us. Alright, so who did I say was going to go next? I think I said it was going to be Calf and Sasha, right? Okay, we got him ready. Okay, we'll do quick Calf and Sasha Pro. Because Sasha doesn't need to play. And then we're going to get Johan and Sasha. And then maybe Calf and Johan again. We got Tolveron, but you know what? We'll take Tolveron. You got to take one of these once in a while. Potentially could still be a great game out of this one. Although usually this one is really good for rogues, monks, ferals. And we've got quite a lot of all of them, actually. We got quite a lot of all of them. We'll see how it goes. Oh, man. Boys, thanks so much for hanging out, man. I'm having a lot of fun right now. I'm having a really, really good time. I was a little bit late to the stream today, so I didn't really know how this is going to go. I feel like whenever I'm late to the stream, everything feels kind of jank. But tonight is a really fun time, man. I'm enjoying this. I'm having a blast. So thank you guys so much for being here. More duels tomorrow, and most likely more Dragonflight Alpha Sunday. I've been enjoying doing like alpha streams on like my days off, Sunday and Thursday. At some point, I will go back to like having no breaks, or having to go back while having break days. But for now, like I've just been enjoying having fun with it, man. So, thank you guys so much for being here, man. Thanks so much for the support. I appreciate it. Save that, yeah? Yeah. Switch. My man Taxi making a return in these 5v5 duels, swapping out to the pet as he's going up versus the nukes. We are missing a man on team 2, but hopefully they're just all gone. Even Gloosh left? Hopefully they just see it or having some kind of problem. That or they think nukes are just going to be able to 1v5. I'm not really sure what happened with Team Gloosh. Maybe they're trying to reform. But Taxi getting hit with the kidney shot. Nuke's trying to see if he can maybe lock him down. That's going to be Resonator. That's going to be Taxi loading up Nuke's, trying to see maybe the dots can do work. But Taxi took quite a bit of damage at the very, very beginning. We got ourselves Team Bosset over for the Team 1. We got ourselves Beggar on the Team Tunch. And we got ourselves Chase on the standby while watching Taxi play. On the other team too, we got Nukes waddling, skulking, approaching Taxi. Taxi position is Incubus, so he's kind of far away, so the rogue can't until interrupted. It's going to be immediate Succubus CC, but does strike him with a Mortal, sending him in the other direction. Can the rogue reconnect with a Shadow Step? He does get to with a full-blown Vendetta. This is what Taxi is going to try to see if he can give himself some survivability. Quick drain life until the rogue trying to drain him for what it's worth. Over for the team 2, we got ourselves Gloosh, we got ourselves Bishop, we got ourselves Rana, and we got ourselves Nukes. And hopefully whoever is the 5th, hopefully they're just lagging a little bit and we'll be able to see him again. We got ourselves a blind onto Taxi. Got that Incubus chasing after Nukes, and Nukes looking for that full flash cap recovery. Kidney shot. Every time this rogue kidney shots Taxi, by the way, they are deadly. That bleed damage on top of the spikes, on top of the rupture, on top of the garrote. I mean, all those 4 bleeds with that shiv are just brutal. Taxi loading up Nukes completely full of dots. And he's trying to see if he could represent towards Taxi. Quick drain by Taxi, trying to keep him at bay. Got himself the maximum amount of range with that slow. Malefic Rapture as the smoke bomb comes out. Nukes knows he wants to step out of here for a second. Let's go Malefic Rapture from distance. Striking at Nukes. Does extend those dots to last a little bit longer. With the Shadow Fear around the corner, does get to catch him. But that's going to be the Incubus trying to make some work happen. Nukes is rotting down little by little. Trying to go for an evasion versus the Incubus. I guess you just got to start using whatever cooldowns you can. You just shiv the pet. I think he's just trying to just shiv the pet to slow it down. Actually, I think it's exactly what it did. It does give him an escape. It does give him some recovery as Tags is trying to go for a bit of a health funnel with that Incubus, trying to put it way out in the open in case Nukes attacks him. is able to go and get a CC from a distance, so the rogue can't easily interrupt the pet. Nukes is just gonna go for a bit of a reset though. It looks like this man is gonna go for a bit of a longer duel tonight. The Tags is gonna have to be proactive, picking up the eyes. If he can just catch Nukes and get him out in the open, he should be okay. What Tags gotta do is just deal with the kidney shots though. Every kidney shot could be very, very deadly. And Nukes is getting that much closer to a Vendetta, so it could be pretty bad for Tagsy going forward. Trying to see if maybe we can rampage those dots. Nukes looking for that approach. Tagsy does empower those dots. They are ticking out more often. That's going to be the incubus around the corner, keeping Nukes busy. The man can only do so much. He can't get himself a slice and dice. He got himself a slime shield. Maybe he can go for sippy cup, but he's running down with these dots little by little. For the humping coming? For sure, for sure. That's how it is with rogues, honestly. Every time it's a rogue duel, you know it's going to be happening. That's going to be a whole Shivara joining in. Tags are trying to be proactive, picking up the eyes. Nuke's still looking for that recovery. These dots so far haven't been the most pleasant for this man. He's waiting for the full Vendetta. This next go could be incredibly huge. Nuke's got the Vendetta available. Trinket back up. Cloak of Shadows as well. I'm trying to... I got a cough in me. Trying to clear my throat while trying to commentate this. Nukes with a blind. Potential could be setting someone up. Is it just trying to keep Tagsy out in the open? The Shivara trying to stay proactive. It looks like maybe the rogue is looking for the full reset. Shivara does not give him the opportunity. Mordecole getting attacked by, getting thrown out by Tagsy. Trinket out of the rogue really, really early. So Tagsy's actually doing a pretty good job trying to stay very proactive and aggressive with the rogue. And Nukes is playing it very, very defensively. Get a shot on Tagsy. This is where a full Vendetta comes out. It's going to be Resonator without the Vendetta. The Tagsy will not be able to escape the Resonator, but will be able to get some healing off of Nukes. Nukes trying to go for an interrupt. Will not be able to do it. It's going to be at least some dots and Nukes with a slow, with a curse of exhaustion. Maybe Tagsy can just keep approaching on him. It's going to be able to get that line of sight. Get himself a full Malefic Rapture. Trying to keep the dots rolling. It's going to be the pet. Either sacrificed by Tagsy or actually blasted out by the rogue. Looks like it was blasted out. The rogue potentially could go for a reset onto Tagsy. Going to be all the dots back up on him. And that's where Tagsy definitely needs to get himself a whole new Spirivara or Incubus. As Nuke's trying to see if he can go for the Shadow Step, does land the kidney shot, does deny the pan for Tagsy. It looks like he's just going to go for the Cloak of Shadows, going for the full-blown reset. Tagsy trying to go for another pet summon. I don't think Nuke's going to stop this one. Now you got Cloak of Shadows, you can definitely get himself a freebie reset. Approaching the 5-minute game, boys. So far, Nukes hasn't even been able to commit a Vendetta to Tagsy. Dark back down, potential could be it. There goes the Vendetta. Mordecole by Tagsy, just trying to see if he can nullify the damage of a Vendetta. Trying to control it as best as possible. Drain life in order to catch up on health. Got himself a little bit of healing over time rolling in. Dots ramped up. Nukes throwing out the spikes. Looking for another kidney shot on Tagsy. Potentially going to be Tagsy with a drain. Vantage by the rogue. Still has a Vendetta rolling versus Tagsy. Trying to get some dots up and running onto the Warlock. Flash got by Nukes. Trying to see if he can use that defensively. Going to be unstable affliction by Tagsy. All the dots are on the rogue. As he got himself a sippy. The dots are going to be able to break through a Fleshcraft shield. But the rogue does get himself a re-stealth, gaining a new stealthy shield. And as long as he catches re-stealths, he'll be able to offset a lot of the damage into the stealthy shield. Actually, all the damage goes into the stealthy shield. Can Tagsy even do anything for this? Potentially? Possibly? Can a Warlock even do much against this? Because he can't really catch up to Nukes. It basically has to wait until Nukes is out in the open and wants to kill Tagsy. And he's just without any pillar. And maybe Tagsy can run him down because the burst out of Tagsy, like the burst damage is not as good as it used to be. But also, I think maybe he's been delaying burst. Get a shot on Tagsy. Resonator to follow. Dark Pact with a wall. Is that going to be enough though? The explosive is going to be huge. Tagsy does survive it narrowly. Trying to go for a bit of a drain, but a blind out of the rogue. Tagsy does not have any escapes from that kind of a blind. He may be able to have accumulation for next stun. Trying to use the soul shape in order to give himself a little bit of line of sight of Nukes. Going to be mid-triggered by the rogue with an interrupt on the Shadow. Got himself evasion for the Shivara. Got some dots versus Tagsy. Potentially could go for a stun. Drain of life coming out from Tagsy. Just trying to give the pressure versus Nukes as best as he can. And Nukes with that fan of knives. Got some calm points building from the Shivara. Tagsy with a kidney shot. Unless he can break out of those kidneys, could be pretty bad. Does have the Shivara. Just beckoning him over towards her side. And that's going to be Tagsy. Full ready to life. Full shot of fear. Full fear. Just trying to control the rogue. Trying to keep the dots rolling. Playing the long game with this man. Drain of life. Not going for like the bursty drains, but rather for drains to like give him a little bit of survivability. poured around the corner, trying to keep the pressure on Rogue. The Rogue is focusing on the Shivara as best as he can. Quick throw knife onto Tagsy just to put some poisons to slow him down. Drain onto the Rogue, but he has a Cloak of Shadows. Unless he can somehow catch up to the Rogue, I think the man may be able to recover behind the pillar and catch himself south. Unless the Shivara does get close enough. Vanish. Oh my god. It's so close. Every time it is so close. Tagsy is so close every single time, man. It's actually unbelievable. And the Dragonflight tonight, KMS, I think tonight is just a 5v5 Duels day, and tomorrow. So if we do any Dragonflight, I think it's gonna be Sunday. Definitely Monday. Or maybe we'll do 64 stuff Monday. I definitely do need to get my keys done at some point. I'm hopefully be able to do those over the weekend. I know, close, so close every single time. But man, rogues, dude, and this is assassination. Like, I understand subtlety getting resets like this, but assassination is just, it's just crazy. All rogues, I guess. It's just all rogues can do this, not just sub. Just sub can do it even more efficiently, especially as a night elf. I mean, at some point, Nuke's just gonna have to commit everything. 8 minutes in a duel. Go roll into Tagsy, does hit him with a Shivara immediately. Trinket available for the Rogue very, very soon. No cloak though. Tagsy trying to see if he may be able to go for the most amount of burst damage possible versus Nukes. Loaded him up full of dots completely. Vanish out of the Rogue. Is just getting rotted down. Is not going to be able to hold down the cell for long enough. The Incubus should be able to get the Rogue out in the open, hopefully. And there's going to be some dots on the Nuke. Smoke bound to follow. Does stand in the Incubus. Tagsy trying to stay aggressive here. Rogue looking for the shadow step if possible. Darkland trying to get some blasts in. Rogue is still dotted. Going to be the void operation just to reposition. But Nukes does get himself very, very low in health. Unless it's making someone get himself restells. I think the dots will send him over the edge eventually. Tagsy trying to keep the pressure rolling. Kidney shot by the Rogue. Very, very defensive blind. As soon as Tagsy goes for a trinket out of that stun, the Incubus still going to keep the Rogue slowed and keep him in combat. Keep him on the pressure. The Rogue can build up some call points, but eventually these dots are going to send him over the edge. Drain left around the corner, does not have a cloak, and this Tagsy actually get him. Oh my goodness, it took so long, but Tagsy was able to do it. Tagsy was able to pull out a win, boys. It took a second there. It took a second, but he was able to do it. With Rana going to be up next, immediately swapping out the pet. Tagsy gets out a Fell Hunter. Quick interrupt onto Rana. It looked like Gloosh and Rana were running after him immediately. Gloosh, or Tagsy trying to see if he can get some dots out of Rana, trying to get some UAs, trying to get all the damage up. It's going to be playing the Sacrifice Pet build. That's going to be Rana immediately with his first. Maybe a bit of a misclick. Potentially, Mortal Core around the corner. Tagsy trying to see if he can maybe get some back-to-back Furies versus Rana with a Soul Rod. Full dots are up on him. And Rana looking to reposition out of there with a great fade. Malefic Rapture around the corner. Tagsy got those dots ramped up and actually extended. Is Rana just dead? Unless they dispelled themselves, I think they were literally dead. Shadow Men's are barely keeping them alive. Darkglade does extend all those dots just a little bit longer. Rana trying to get some pressure versus Tagsy. It's going to be muted interrupt. It's over. Oh my goodness. How did the duel with the Rogue go for that long? But then versus Rana, just all the dots and you're good to go. Tagsy swapping out for a new cheaty strat. He's going to summon an imp and sacrifice it. Whenever you see Bishop go for a Hammer Justice, boys, we'll watch Tagsy closely. Bishop closing in. He wants to press Hammer Justice. I don't know if he'll be able to. Tagsy just hits him with the Malefic Raptures back to back, extending all his dots. Aegis Trinket out of the Paladin, looking to close the gap. So close for a Hodge, ready to go. Tagsy, prepare to dispel it. If you sacrifice the imp, you're able to dispel magic abilities off of you. So when Bishop, if he doesn't have any other magic effects on Tagsy, if you try to Hodge him, you can just remove it. Snap your fingers, break yourself free. Tagsy trying to go for a bit of drain versus Bishop. Wall to follow, trying to keep himself alive. There's going to be a Shield of Vengeance for the Paladin though, trying to keep himself afloat here. If he can get that Shield of Vengeance to pop next to Tagsy, he'll be in a fantastic spot. Wings blaring by the Paladin. Malefic Rapture, extending those dots, actually hitting, punishing, lashing a Bishop. All those dots flaring up. And Bishop is forced to bubble behind the pillar, looking for that full recovery. Tagsy trying to make sure he got himself in max range. He's got himself a good position. He's got himself a good spot right now. He just gotta wait out for Bishop. Wait out just a little bit. Get this guy out in the open. Load him up full of dots. Potentially rock him with all the damage. By the way, I see you got a Pepe on your head. You got a skeleton one. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. It's like a little Jello Necrolord Pepe. I like it. It looks cute. Tagsy trying to see if he can swing around the corner. Maybe Bishop will look to approach him, but looks like the Paladin is looking for full recovery. This is where the Paladin needs to think of a new strategy. He knows that Hammer Justice can get dispelled, so he needs to set up another magic effect onto Tagsy. He needs to find what else that could be. Could be Hand of Hindrance. Could be any one of those things. Gonna be a fear onto Bishop as he got himself Hand of Freedom. Gonna be full burst on a taxi. Ready to go for some burst. That's gonna be a port. Bishop trying to see if he can maybe get some recovery behind the flash pillar. But that's gonna be the Darklet joined in. The dots are ramped up. The dots are tearing him apart. That's gonna be Darklet around the corner. Maybe gives Bishop a little bit of holy power. That's gonna be actually the taxi killing off the Darklet, not to give him holy power. Trying to fight through the dots with flash of light. Does he just die to the dots? He potentially can. Looks like maybe made some recovery. Maybe the dots have waned off a little bit. Taxi got himself teleport circle ready to go. Drain onto Bishop. There's nothing he can do. Nothing he can do. Wait, what? Did Glush get to play? I don't think Glush got a chance to play there. Oh, that's weird. I guess Taxi got a 1v3, but for some reason Glush left? Or it was bugged? Because it looked like Glush was trying to play earlier, but maybe because it like kicked him out and he played? Weird. Huh. Bag. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what happened. But he did have it in the bag, that's true. Weird. Okay, well I guess we gotta get another one going. I guess we get Johan versus Sasha Pro, yeah? Because Sasha's team didn't really get to play. Or should we get Cap versus Johan? Just because so Taxi gets another chance. I think we should get Johan and Taxi. Because it looks like Sasha Pro's team only had 4 out of 5. Johan also 4 out of 5. Yo, boys, we need some more dudes. Join up Johan and we'll be good to go. Join Huge Butt Man. The man, the myth, the legend, the beast. Apparently Sasha's ready too, though. Okay, hold on. So Sasha, okay, no, he's not ready. All right, so Sasha isn't ready. Johan isn't ready. If you guys want to find the groups, check out that LFG Raids Legacy section. They're looking for a +1. Johan, Jesus, and Asa are looking for a +1, and so is Sasha Pro, otherwise known as the Galoosh, looking for one more. You guys are more welcome to join up. But it's actually well played, but it's a weird game. It's like only 2 people get to really play on the other team. They got a proc for Ace Proc Mech Guttering in the socket. Oh my god, that's doing so much. Subnoxus. Yeah, tags it. I don't blame you, man. Yeah, rogues are kind of insane right now. I'm not gonna lie, rogues are pretty insane right now. I wonder if they'll do any kind of like nerfs to them going forward. We'll have to wait and see. Dal 5s. Oh, Cav is also looking for 05. Okay, so we got Cav looking, we got Sasha looking, and we got Johan looking. So we need one on a couple of these teams, boys. So boring. Not even insane, just running in stealth. Exactly. It's not even like incredible like outplay gameplay. It literally is the running in stealth, yeah. I'm glad they're removing that shield stealth though. Johan is ready. Calf, let me know when you're ready. And Sasha looking for a +1. So these two just need a 1 more. We got Glush and Beggar now leading that group. Okay. Okay. Alright. I didn't realize Cat was Beggar, by the way. Hey, I just realized it now. I guess I just put the two together. How to be honest, you had him with 1 tags you play. You did play really, really well. But I do understand your frustration. Like watching him from third-person perspective, it just makes me realize just how disgustingly good rogues are. Like a rogue can really cheese out a game so hard with those re-stealth. Literally go fully dotted behind the pillar, re-stealth, get a shield, unstealth, re-stealth, unstealth. All your dots go into the shield. There's literally nothing you can do. All my characters have different names? Yeah, I'm really bad with names though. I'm really, really bad with names. So when you guys have like different characters with different names, unless you have a different real ID name and different chat name, I get confused. Like Tagsy, who's Tagsy here, Tagsy in real ID, Tagsy in a character. Oh, that's a blessing. That's so easy. So I try my very, very best to remember you guys. Bored to watch? Yeah. I mean, Tagsy played really, really well. Like rogue gameplay can be a little scuffed, but Tagsy played really, really well. Like I can't take it away from him at all. Dog. 5v5 on a survival, you kill opponent, go to the base, and see what players still allowed. So the first one to go 5-0, there'll be all players have a chance to less than the opponent try to. 5v5 on a survival, you kill an opponent, go to the base, so that makes the players to put it all out. That could be interesting, yeah. I think it's an interesting idea. It's just I don't know how we would be able to like coordinate it super well, Jordan. I feel like getting like an order and then having you go one after the other. It's pretty easy to coordinate. But like, hey, go full cooldowns. All right, next person. So it's kind of like, okay, you need to find out 1, find 2, to find 3, 4 out of 5 new legacy. Sasha's looking for more boys. If you guys want to join Gloosh, you're more than welcome to. We'll get Johan and Calf real quick though. We're ready. Let's get them both in here. That's a came on a lock, a sucker lock, so it changed. All good, Calf. You can play whatever you want, my guy. Honestly, play whatever you want to. It's play whatever you want to, my man. If you feel more comfortable, like if you just want to play a couple alts, or maybe play your main a little bit, you're more looking to try all this stuff, man. I implore, I promote and appreciate variety. So if you want to try it all, then try your main a little bit, play a little bit of games. In the end, play whatever you like, honestly. In the end, play whatever you like. That's what these duels are for. I'm just saying from like a third person perspective, like as someone who watches these duels and commentates them, I do notice patterns, and like I notice that Rose do a lot of cheesy stuff. But like, hey, I don't blame the player. I kind of blame the class more than anything. And it's one of those things that was like, hopefully that won't be possible in the next expansion. But yeah, like if that's how your class is done, man, it's not your fault for playing it well, right? If you try to win especially. But yeah, I think you guys get what I mean, right? I think I'm just talking circles at this point. I saved that one, yeah, I did. I don't know if that will be a video because there's only 2 people I gotta play, but we'll see. So Twitch, gonna be Chase. First up, over for the team. One is a win. Walker versus Jesus. Trying to see if he can maybe swing around the corner. On that team one, we got ourselves Damo, we got ourselves Tunch, we got ourselves Taxi, and we got ourselves Beggar. I'm liking that mug. That's very, very interesting looking. Very interesting looking. Chase got a full in cap on the Jesus, dropping out BDB. Lexi immediately forcing our blind on the Jesus, trying to get him some more winter, hoping that it procs, trying to get himself the most amount of damage. Gonna be chased with immediate chicken, disarm to the death, and Fistafear locking him down. Gonna be a trigger for the death, just so he can get weapons back. Stun Chase, maybe. All full defense is gonna be death, and just loading out all the defenses. Just trying to see if he can live that karma. If he can Chase low enough, he may be able to get him. Ring a boopity bomb, and Chase is still super low. Next obliterate could be very deadly. Chase does escape Jesus at the very last second, but he's still in such a tight spot. And Jesus trying to see if he can approach after him, just kind of charging at him, marching at the boy. Chase going to be walking into a bit of a death and decay, but he's going to catch himself a healer. Took quick 8 cap onto the Death Knight, looking for the Sphere Fights some more. Next trinket, not going to be available. Next go for Jesus, coming up in like 20 seconds, honestly. He just needs to live this long enough. He got himself plenty of defenses to work with. Chase dropping down the win, disarm to Jesus, trying to see if he can get some Chain of Ice onto Chase. And he may have to chase after the monk. But Chase looking for a full Vivify. You definitely need to make sure there's a clean blind, clean stun, and go with a full pillar. But that's going to be Flesh Cap for Flesh Cap. No, that's going to prevent a lot of that burst. Though it's always an opportunity for the Death to make some play. Going to be potentially Chase trying to make a play. Stun onto Jesus. Has no escapes unless he wants to go for a blind immediately. Flesh Cap burned through as soon as good. Jesus with a stun. Morse Winter, hope it doesn't break blind. Please don't break blind. Let's do a stun on Jesus, on Chase. Try to see if he gets some obliterates with a Pillar of Frost. It's gonna be that monk just bailing out of there, though, at the last second before another obliterate was able to connect. Man, that's rough. I think what Jesus did, he got himself Morse Winter, and then he, first global he did wasn't obliterate, but it was a snowball. He went chill streak. Hoping the chill streak bounces between the pets and Chase, which it did, but I don't think it hit Chase as much as it will hope to. I think maybe a better play there, and it's just a tough call, but I think maybe just obliteration spam is the play, but it's again tough call because like you could snowball him. A snowball could get big value, or you snowball and you get no value. You could obliterate, you get the fattest hits, or you could not obliterate and maybe even get more damage. It's hard to tell. Jesus with an AMS immediately, as it's gonna be a full karma out of Chase. Just trying to see if he can maybe get some looks like sustained pressure onto Chase. So just try to keep the cooldowns on cooldown. I don't know if he meant to press A-bomb limb, but he did an unprecedented. Does have a trinket for the Alexium. Gonna be immediate trinket out of the blind, but Chase, Jesus, does he get himself a more winter? Got himself snowballs flying between Chase and the pet. Actually does get some value there. Jesus needs to get himself a more winter as soon as possible. Got himself IBF, looking for that recovery. Needs himself a more winter. Just trying to see if he can chop right through Chase. Can he grip him back up? If he can grip him back to him, he may be in a good spot. Just trying to see if he can get one more obliterate. This is one more obliterate. Walking through the ring in peace, just unabated completely. Chase got himself plenty of big defenses, but he's trying to stay away from the death as best as possible. Got himself the old diffused magic. No karma available anymore though. Does have Zawed. This is where the Death Knight looking for the bit of that recovery with a Lichborn. Flesh Scout for Flesh Scout. Both of them just go back to square one. Man, those extras are close. I am surprised. Only the Death Knight had bit killing machine procs. That would have been over. Chase barely escaped. He lucked out to some degree. Zuen, immediate disarm. Jesus has to play it very, very defensively. He knows there's no more trick available for Chase, so he may be able to leverage it. I think he's going to go for a more switch really early. Does get a full stun. Zuen is right there for chill streak. Big value. Does actually do quite a bit of damage. Going to be the full Pillar of Frost. Does drop down to AMZ in order to deal with some of the magic damage from Zuen. Karma available for Chase very, very soon. Blind. Can't really stop him. Does go for Obliterate, but it's going to be immediate poured by the Monk. And the Death Knight just focused down on the pet. Defenses are coming back online for Chase. And they are coming back online for GS as well, actually. Short cooldowns for both of them. So it's going to be Chase with a BDB. Actually, upon the GS. Let's see how many escapes. I think it may be over. Big spin into wind kicks. Oh, my goodness. I was actually so close for both of them. My goodness. I like that. Man, the chill streak play. I feel like, is chill streak worth? It's kind of, usually it's pretty worth when you cleaving players. But cleaving it like a pet and a player, is it worth? I don't know. I think maybe for 5V5 1v1 Duels, it may be an interesting play that could have big payout, but I think only when you have high cooldowns rolling in. Gonna be mad damage out of the Paladin. Just trying to see if he can burn all the cooldowns out of Chase. Immediately forces trick out of the Karma, and Chase ran out all the way to to another zone. This man just left Bal Shara all the way to Azuna, and Atham would have to chase after him as a long boy that he is. Maybe fight spam for Chase, trying to keep himself afloat. Gonna be his Fist of Fury, trying to see if he can lock down Atham. Atham just continuing to get judgments in there. Was up on the horse for quite a while too. Gonna be mad kicks out of Chase. Gonna break to follow. Atham with a shield of vengeance, hoping that maybe we can get that shield to pop back towards Chase. That is gonna be Images attacking him. Next, auto tech is gonna proc wings. If he has a hammer of justice, he'll be in a good spot. Chase realizes this, trying to see if he can avoid giving Atham any kind of wings value. Immediate disarm as the auto tech still goes through. He just goes in for a punch. Immediate rebuke as he's trying to get himself a full flash cup rolling in. Atham needs to charge out in there as soon as possible, trying to get himself whatever mobility he can. Got himself a bit of movement speed. Fist of Fury locking him down for a second. He's trying to switch gears in order to get himself a little bit more healing while locked down in Fist of Fury. Ruining a piece, booping him out of the way. Has to go a long way. Chase gives himself a little bit of like a little bit of a zoning capabilities with a ring of peace. Just makes himself like a safety circle. Like, here's my safety circle. Don't touch it. Don't touch me in here. Get away. Walk away. Athaman is determined though. He got himself full Blessing of Summer. Chase got nothing left. He's got himself Human Racial. He may be in a bit of trouble. Lexi Peter Alpha does he have Human Racial? Hammer of Justice. Look at your cracks with Chase's defenses. Does he have proper wings? He doesn't even need him. I don't think he can use anything at all though. I think he's just trying to sustain him down. Bubble to follow. Chase just poured out of the way as the bubble comes out. That's why Arthur needed one more judgment, one more Blade of Justice, one more hammer, and it looks like it's gonna be the last verdict. Slamming down the Monk, whack-a-mole style, taking him down. With Beggar gonna be up next, over for the Team 1, skulking around, Necrolord Assassination Rogue, got himself a sap at Athel. Hoping to lock him down real quickly, burn him with a Vendetta, no bubble available for the Paladin, so this is where Beggar could force out a lot of cooldowns out of Athel. I might not even need Vendetta either, but could go for a full Vendetta. Full stun onto Athel, Vendetta up. Does Athel just Blessing Protection? Looks like he's trying to see if he can be able to survive those damage without Bob, but may need to use it. It's going to be Shield of Vengeance for a second. Got himself a little bit of a shield with the Aegis on top of it. It's going to pop, but it's not even going to prevent Beggar. It's not even going to destroy Beggar's Flesh Cup. That Shield of Vengeance did a lot of value, but he could have been burned through that shield. Blessing Protection comes out super, super late. Maybe Atherman might have had Forbearance buff on him. Gonna be Beggar trying to cheap shot him really, really early. Stun him to Beggar, has to check it for it. That's where Ather has wings for a little bit longer. Needs to use those wings in order to heal himself up soon. And is gonna go for a few flash of lights. Beggar looking for the reset. Doesn't want to engage with Atherman at all. Wants to go wait it out of the wings completely. No more bubble, no more bop. Maybe a Human Racial. No Blessing Protection for 30. Atherman just kind of out in the open with his own just abilities. That's all he's really got himself. It's just his own Paladin spells to keep him alive. Maybe some healing, maybe some damage, maybe a stun. Wings available in next auto attack. Would be huge if you got a stun next to it. It's going to be a blessing. One of the Night Fate blessings available. Just throw him immediately. After we can't really do much. Try to see if we can blast the damage into Beggar. Maybe going down here soon though. Going to be a full stun into Beggar. Does he have enough damage to follow up? Or is Beggar going to be able to take him out of this kid, out of his hodge? Blinded to Atho. Shield of Vengeance is back up. If Beggar does not make a mistake, he can deny the Shield of Vengeance. Oh no! Atho got one right in between. The gap between Blind and Sap was so small, but the Shield of Vengeance was up anyway. So now Atho, I mean, he can go pick up eyes. He can go for a bit of a heal. He knows Beggar's probably not going to attack him while the shield is up. Beggar is going to back up out of there and knows the eyes are getting picked up. Looking to reposition away from Arthur, get himself a full flush cut back up and running. Trying to get some recovery rolling versus this Paladina. Knows there's going to be big chunky wings to follow. As Atherman sees the rogue kind of shadow step to him, making sure to clear himself all poisons, just going for the range damage. Look at them just getting range gameplay in here. Stun to Becker, wings available, trying to see if he can crack through him with the hammers. That's the final verdict. Is that enough? It's not enough just yet. Cloak shadows by the rogue, trying to reduce all holy damage possible. Hand of freedom for Atham, trying to keep the hammers thrown on to Becker. But the rogue looks like he's going to be able to get himself a bit of recovery here. Unless Atham just charges out on Steed. Yeah, this rogue is definitely getting reset. There's no way. Atherman looking to back up. The eyes are available all over on the far side, but that's kind of where Beggar's at, so there's no way this Paladin's going to walk towards it. But he's definitely trying to see if he can maybe like wait out Atherman's cooldowns, wait out Atherman's burst. Potentially could. 9 minutes into the duel. What do we got? 29% dampener stab by the rogue as Atherman approaching the eyes on his jeweled steed. Corroded by the rogue immediately, could be a kid shot right after. Vendetta will be present here, but the bubble is available. Atherman seeing that Vendetta immediately bubbles, stun onto Beggar, forcing out a trick at the rogue, sprinting out of the trying to break free. And Atherman not looking to chase, he's just looking to recover. He used a bubble against Vendetta that is a 2-minute cooldown versus a 5-minute cooldown. Or maybe it's a little shorter depending on what kind of talents he's running. I think he would actually end up running shorter, to the very shorter bubble. I guess, because I don't think you run Pony, right? Gonna be Beggar, trying to see if maybe you can get some damage with Atham, but the counter pressure by the Paladin is gonna force the rogue back into hiding. Atherman picking up the eyes. If he can just find the rogue while he is low on health, while he's licking his wounds, he may be able to capitalize on some pressure and take down Beggar before this duel goes anywhere further than 34% dampener. Because for Atham, it's not going to work out super well. Next on attack of the Park Wings, going to be a stun by Atham. Does he go for an interrupt to Beggar? I don't know if he went for a Hodge or not, but it's going to be Beggar going for a full CC reset. Did Atherman try to stun into Flash Cut? He may have tried to. He may have. I guess we'll know very, very soon. But Beggar does get Atherman to pick up the eye. CC'd him, catches a reset, so he is alive for a little bit longer. Atherman forced to pick up another set of eyes, and the rogue is as far as he can be. If Atherman has a Hodge, unless you already burn one into Flash Cap, if he has a Hodge, the duel could be over. Beggar does not have a trinket. Atherman tried to slow him down, which is perfect. If Atherman has himself resources, he may be okay. Hand of Hindrance, immediate disarm versus Athel. Trying to get him to some holy power rolling in. Gonna be immediate stun onto Athel. Wait now for the damage. Wait now for the burst. I was thinking for a second, like, what does that sound? But I think I literally heard your flute just now. I think the first time I've heard flute toy. I think they improved the audio of the expected cam, because I'm hearing more sounds than ever before. But it's gonna be Athel slamming down Beggar right after. I don't think I've ever heard the sounds of Atherman actually heal himself that clearly when doing these duels. Normally there's a little bit of like a distance to them all. But this time around, I think they improved the sounds that I heard that flute. I was checking my phone for a second, I was like, was that like a text from my phone or something? What the? But damn does take down Atherman. Doesn't give him much chance to recover. Atherman did get like what, 2 kills I think it was? He got Monk down. And then he got the rogue. It was a long one against the rogue, but he did get it down. Gonna be Heliana trying to see if he can get himself a better positional. Does himself a pretty good spot. Damn, I think more or less figures out where he's at. Trying to see if he can go to the other side of the pillar. I think he's kind of guessing though. Oh no, the aim shot almost gets a double tap. Maybe gone very, very soon. Wait, Heliana, if you go here and double tap now, maybe you can make the aim shot happen. Oh, double tap buff is gone. But he's going to be able to get himself some damage in. Damn, actually taking a bit of damage in the opener. Heliana just needs himself a couple more aim shots and it'll be good to go. Scare Beast onto the pet. Damn, looking to approach him. Maybe get some dots exchange. Heliana needs those rapid fires. He needs those aim shots. He needs whatever damage he can really get out of them. And he's going to try to see if he can sprint around the corner. Damn, just trying to back up out of there completely. Looking for the manic bandages. That's going to be Freezing Trap waiting for him. Does miss it. Going to be Death Strike by the Dama. But there's going to be a big explosive shot. Could be big. Dama tries to go for Fade at the last second. Stun into Hela. Hela's going to try to go for a trick. And it's going to be mid turtle shot for Dama. Dama could be in a bit of trouble if Helena plays. Eliano, if they play their cards right here, if they play their hand right, it's going to be rapid fire. Does that taking it down. Good rapid fire. Unless the hunter had a faint death there, that rapid fire, pre-rapid fire, before turtle shell falls off, just so you can attach it to him. So unless you faint death, it's going to be over. Tags are going to be up next over for the Team 1, trying to see if he may be able to tussle with Heliana. On the team, we also got Tunch waiting his turn. Over for the Team 2, we got Heliana up and Huge Bloodman and Norcol ready. But it's going to be up to Tagsy first to see if he can take down the Survival Hunter in stealth, in cam. And Tagsy picking up the eyes, so she should be able to see Heliana pretty early on. Heliana doesn't really have a way to efficiently, like, slow down Tagsy. And I don't really know if that pet is going to do much. I think maybe Tagsy wants to reset the pet in the future, or maybe just wants to keep it there just so it has a melee pet. So Heliana has, like, something he always has to deal with. Maybe. Going to be Tagsy with a quick fear around the corner, or maybe trying to purge buffs from Heliana. I'm not really sure. I normally get the interrupt pet in order to get interrupt casters, but not like Heliana got him any cast to really interrupt. Feign Death really quickly, got himself double tap rapid fire. Actually, I think double tap went away. Turtle Shell before Heliana gets any kind of dots. Tagsy trying to get some pressure rolling, but Heliana trying to be very, very careful with the damage over time abilities, trying not to get CC'd too much. That's going to be a quick freeze onto the pet, but Tagsy does swing around the corner. Big drain until Heliana's still loaded up. Unless he's got to Feign Death to remove those dots. The pet is swinging around the corner. Maybe we'll drop it. Oh, that's why he did it. He's trying to prevent flesh crafts. That's actually very, very smart. So for Heliana, trying to go for a last-ditch effort to try to pop the cooldown, but there's nothing you can do. Tagsy got you rotted away. With Norcol gonna be up next. Norcol trying to... Wait, I was gonna say for a second, do you got some one-handers? It looked like a one-handed mace for a second, but it is a two-hander. Trying to see if we can charge out with the banner. Full code is available. Tagsy looking for the big old board. Mad leap, but the warrior with the board away. Does Norcol have another leap? Looks like he doesn't. Trying to see if he can catch up Tagsy. Tagsy with a quick drain, letting those dots do work, but Norcol is on the approach. Tagsy moving super far away with a soul shape. This got him so much distance. He's going to be able to go for drain life off of the pet of Norcol as he got himself a full flesh scuff picked up. Soul Rod getting set up as Tagsy does get some kind of spell interrupted. I'm not really sure what he interrupted himself. Maybe the soul shape. But it's good, not soul shape, but it's going to be maybe the knife dot that he got himself dotted with, because there wasn't a reflect. No, the knife dot is still on Norcol. So what did Tagsy reflect? Because Tagsy reflected something back at himself. I'm not sure what. Gonna be the Dark Blade getting actually not chopped off by Norcol, but actually Tagsy killing it. Letting the dots do work, but not letting Norcol heal off of it. Norcol fully loaded up, trying to get himself a charge for his Tagsy. Maybe he can go for a little bit of recovery. Got himself reckless abandon with the Blade Storm to fall to cancel the Blade Storm immediately. Trying to see if maybe he can get some damage worse as Tagsy, but that's going to be a big drain out of the Warlock, taking him down with Huge Bloodman charging out. Trying to see if he may be able to stop him. Got himself the Fire Elemental and everything ready to go. Tagsy dropping down the board. Got himself no health whatsoever. Unless this man's got himself a Mortar Coil, I think he may be in a tight situation. He definitely needs to go for a fatty drain. Maybe he needs to go get CC onto Huge Buttman and drain onto the Fire Elemental. Double agony on both of those pets as well as the Warlock, as well as the Shaman, could be pretty big. That could give you a fat drain. That's going to be a Mortar Coil. There's going to be a Huge Buttman trinket out of the drain by Tagsy onto that Elemental. Does give him a little bit of health to recover. Soul Rod is going to be interrupted into a trinket by Tagsy, or Human Racial at the very least. Trying to get some more drains off of the pet. Whatever healing he can get, the better. It's going to be double heal available, potentially versus Huge. Trying to see if he may be enough. Actually, looking like he's going to go for full recovery here. Just draining all the health back. Trying to see if he can stabilize. Huge got himself Lava Burst with an Earth Shock as Tagsy tried to pour it, but couldn't quite stop him. With Tunch trying to see if he may be able to capitalize here. Wall, we're getting swapped out with the Earth Elemental. It's Huge got himself big defenses, double wall ready to go. Tunch trying to see if he may be able to swing around the corner. Maybe get some pressure off of that pet. But Huge just gotta back it up out of there for a second. Stun onto Tunch with a Hex. Trying to go for a bit of a heal. With Tunch dropping down the spear. Gonna be knocked back by Huge, but I think it may be over. Blade Storm nowhere to go, and it's gonna be lights out as Tunch does end up taking him out. Man, that was a hell of a duel. I like this one, boys. Hell of a duel tonight. For those always best class 101, so I could go for best class. I guess you could, yeah. You could go for best class. Is this EU? Yes, that is Diamond Wolf. It is Friday, is EU. Saturday is an 8. Unless you gotta kill the big boy Tagsy. True. Take your wins where you can. That's at the end there's like no way to win, right? The spear and the white guy just blade someone on you. There's nothing you can do. It's an app has been a huge success even if it only gets you kills. Yeah, the dampening is brutal for sure. For sure, dampening games are brutal. I'm not gonna lie. Like your drain just ends up doing nothing. That's rough. That's all your survivability is being able to press drain. When dampening is so high, it's like, well, I guess I'll die. GG's, baby. Let's go, boys. Just a good old GG's. With regards to fairness to Tetran, fair enough. Take the wins where you can get them. Yeah. That's the Shaman's Shannigan. Yo, you should have seen Huge Buttman last week. He got some fat procs on Lava Burst, man. Like, he was literally like, he was Flame Shock and Lava Burst a Paladin, and then we just like started rapid firing these things back to back. Like, get the luckiest procs. Paladin just melts, and Huge Buttman doesn't even look at him. Just freaking DF though? Yeah. There's still freaking DF, but we'll see if it's any good. I think in PvE it's fantastic ability. Let's see how good it is in PvP. Holy Venture of Divine Purpose? Really? I don't know. I don't know if I would like the 3-minute cooldown though. On a round compared to go for Night for Red. I think it's because it kind of lines up with that Night Fair ability, because you always have that together with the Blessing of Summer if you press it on a cooldown. Second Master Zell, looking for the Mutable Overload. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that playstyle. Because it can just proc off of itself over and over and over. And if you get a bunch of these abilities, like you get the Necrolord thing, you get yourself that Ellie Shock in your Lava Burst, that can proc a Mastery. Your Necrolord can proc a Mastery. That Extra can proc a Mastery. And I think Masters can proc Masteries too. So you can master while you mastery. So you can just set one and you're good. If we do more, we're ready here. Yo, we can maybe do more. Or we don't ski. I think I should get some food, Chab. I think I should get some food. I think we had quite a lot of games here tonight. But I think I should call it here. Get some food. Get some chill. Because I got, I don't even know. Man, last night I didn't really get much sleep. Should I just take it easy this evening? Or should I just like get some work done? I'm not even sure, Chad. I'm trying to play with Guardian DPS Trinket. I do 1.3 million each in Junkyard. Yo, really? I gotta try them, man. I gotta get myself one of those. I don't know if that's a good one though. I think Zymox is better for Outlaw, but I maybe need to give it a try. Good deals, everyone. See you tomorrow. Gotta get some GG. Yo, thanks so much, boys, for coming by. I appreciate you. We gotta call it here tonight, boys. Thank you so much. Hey, give yourselves a round of applause for the boys that got to play this evening. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Don't forget start date. Yep. So we start in like 30 minutes. Yeah. I have 2 characters set up already. I got a monk and a rogue, so you should be good to go, my guy. Yes. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll definitely be there. I got the rogue set up. I got the monk set up. Full geared. It's actually such a crazy difference between full geared and non-geared. I may even try Necrolord. Thank you all. Thank you guys so much for being here, man. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for joining. Super fun hanging out with all of you here. You guys have a good one. I'm gonna get some pizza. I'm gonna chill for a bit, and then I got a thing at 8. So I'm just gonna take a quick break, and then I'm gonna do some tourney stuff. Should be pretty interesting. Thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Take it easy, and I'll see all of you boys in the next stream. See you tomorrow for the more 5v5 duels over on the NA. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. Peace.
Duels.